3, 2, 1, go! Excellent, sexy. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of WarHams.
A tooth, you Glato Atreides. You will remember the tooth.
I won't tell you.
1 week since you looked at me.
It's been.
Welcome back, everybody. So good to have you all here. Thank you, everyone, for spreading the word of the show. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting us so far. Thank you for everyone who has been watching and listening. Have a couple announcements before we get started, just like I always do. And just so you could stay informed of what's changing with the show, what's getting adjusted here and there, all that fun stuff. So first thing on the agenda is that we are, from various feedback of internally with our patrons and also externally and stuff, that we kind of realized it was a bit of a fault in our system. Basically, we have a system to where now, basically after the episode 5 or 6, 7, and so on, that basically when the episode gets aired, basically you would have to wait 2 weeks for the VOD to come out. Instead of waiting 2 weeks for the VOD to come out, we're going to do it to 1 week now. That allows something to come up on the Saturday when we're not streaming the 40K version of WarHams. And that allows you guys to get enough time to catch up on the show, because it is a couple hours to catch up on. So we're going to do that a little bit earlier. And basically, people on Patreon were just like, yeah, that's fine. We're okay with that. We didn't want to devalue anyone's stuff. But everyone resoundingly was like, thumbs up for it, because they care about you too. So at least thank you for the people on Patreon who were super gracious enough to allow that to happen. Speaking of that, if you are interested in supporting the show, one of the other ways you can do it, the best way is to tell everybody that we exist. The other way to help us out, to help us support art and all the awesome stuff, is to help us out on Patreon. So thank you all so much for those who have been contributing to it. It's been absolutely overwhelming for us. We're doing everything we can to help you guys out. And you can always support the show at patreon.com/warham. So thank you all so much, everyone who has contributed there. Additionally, if you are wondering if you have no money at all, don't worry. That's a-okay. We want to make this free for you as much as we can, but we also got to support the show because art gets really expensive, and paying everyone does get really expensive. So one of the things that you can always tune in for is subscribing to the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/ZoranTheBear. So all you got to do, if you have no money, just want a free, funny Warhammer show, just to sit down and enjoy it, all you got to do is wait, and it'll be released on the ZoranTheBear channel, free as a VOD, and also released on our basically audio versions, which will be basically on Spotify and on SoundCloud, where you can always enjoy the audio versions of WarHams. So if you're ever in your car, out for a jog, anything else like that, you can still take WarHams with you. Additionally, let's see. Oh yeah, and we also have some awesome things that were made. We're super happy to get these. I think Laura made these. We now have stickers. We are now getting merch. We're doing stickers real quick just to basically kind of keep it low bar. We're thinking of doing shirts and stuff in the future. We just want to see how well these do first, just to kind of see how interested people are on it. So we started to go by the Design by Humans store for sticker merch. So you can go to designbyhumans.com/shop/ZoranTheBear, and then you will be able to buy yourself some stickers and put them on your bits and bobs there if you ever want to. Further on from it, I think that is all in my notes. No one else has anything special, right? Nothing they want to announce? Nothing at all?
No, I'll do it in my little talk later.
I see. I just wanted to give the floor. It's always me who talked at the beginning of these, and I never give any of you guys stuff. Whatever.
Because also, after the episode starts, you're just a screaming mess because I make you sad.
I know. I always cry every episode. It's a sad day.
It's a reckoning.
But of course, there are people here. It's a team effort here. We all pitch in together to basically make this show happen. And I would like to introduce to you the people, the cast members of the show of WarHams, starting with our Skitarii Ranger, Braine, played by...
Yes, I am Speaker D. I play Braine, the scurrilous Skitarius, and I alone know the location of the Maltese Falcon.
And Reeb Van Horn, our Inquisitorial Acolyte, is played by...
I am Earndil. I am a lead writer on If the Operator Takes a Speech Device, and I am also sitting right here, and I am playing as Reeb. He's a medic.
Captain Zedek, our illustrious rogue trader, captain of the Debt Collector, is played by...
That is me, HulkyKrow. Right here. sitting in this empty room with nothing else to my name. But you know what? I feel real good having nothing else around because it just makes my sound that much more crisp.
I stole everything from him.
He did. He took it all, and I can't sue him.
Just to help you out,
Welcome.
bring your microphone a little bit closer to you and just boot yourself up like a good tad. And
Absolutely.
finally, we have our illustrious game master who has been torturing us this entire time, Thurston Hillman. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. You can tell I'm excited for this because you've pulled me away from my Trails of Cold Steel and the New Path of Exile League. That means I really love this show. But yeah, I'm excited for today's episode. I got a couple quick points I just wanted to hit on. Reminder from last time, holding off on experience until the end of this arc, so nothing new for the players yet, but expect some cool stuff. Second off, Wrath and Glory recently got some errata, mostly fixing up that molten beam issue we had from a few episodes, and a little change to flamers, which we will get to when Reeb inevitably fires his flamer. Last up, real quick, there were some questions about last episode about corruption, which one of our lovely Pie Braine characters managed to snag some corruption.
One of the many pie brains.
Yeah, one of the many Pie Brains.
I think it's all the same one.
It's a multiverse of pie, but no. So just a quick summary, because I didn't really go over it too much in that episode. Corruption is a mechanic that the players can sometimes encounter, and it's really bad whenever the players get corruption, because if they do, it can lead to like all sorts of mental trauma, mutation, and if they get too much corruption, they turn into a chaos spawn. So currently, Pie Braine is the closest of our characters to becoming a chaos spawn.
He's winning.
He's winning.
I have
It's a whole new type of points.
You're so focused on points that you became the points.
That's right.
Don't worry, if I get too many, I'll win that contest too.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Wiggle.
Man, that's whack.
That's it for me, though.
All right, so on how we run this show is basically that you guys are able to contribute to the game. So if you ever watch us live on Twitch, as majority of you are doing as of right now, you'll notice that we have dice either under our little character portraits here or basically on the bottom left and bottom right of our screen. If you're new here, one, welcome again. And two, you'll notice at the bottom left, or right now is one thing showing Grant of Glory, you're able to contribute or donate to the show to help basically contribute to the players to help us survive a little bit more. But we start every session with no glory. We're absolutely low on it. It'll only grow by basically us rolling super duper well, which barely happens, or you guys contributing to it, in which there have been some clutch donations that has helped us survive. Unfortunately, though, the Game Master also gets points like this called Ruin Points. And those Ruin Points, he starts out with 4 because of 4 players, and he uses those to just basically mess us up. So don't 100% plan on him to use it all the time, but when he does, it's pretty hurtful to us. And you can also notice pretty much where Lorn's portrait is. You'll notice these dice that are below him. These are called Wrath die. If you ever played normal Warhammer 40k tabletop, you'll understand these Wrath die basically allow us to re-roll failed rolls. So say, for example, if I rolled and I got like barely any successes in Wrath of Glory because it's a D6 system, I can use that Wrath die, take all those dice and re-roll it and hopefully get a way better result out of it. Or I can use it for a narrative declaration. Like say if I really want to do something, I could spin one of those die to at least let that happen. So with that, Thirsty, I think, and also, I'm going to steal your bit real quick. We may get rolls wrong. Sometimes we get things wrong. We're not perfect. Books are hard. Words are difficult. And we'll probably interpret a roll incorrectly or probably just get something wrong. So if you're a veteran of Wrath and Glory, which is the system that we're using to play this game, please feel free to put in the comments or tell us in chat that we got something wrong so we can do better next time. We're always looking to improve on how we can actually play the game. So Thurston, I think we're finally done with the beginning. I think it's finally time to play some WarHams.
It's finally time.
It begins.
After 5 billion years and all these announcements.
Well, it's the end of the beginning.
Since our last episode didn't at all end on a big cliffhanger, I'm just gonna provide a zippity-doo-dah recap for everyone who's joining us if you didn't catch up on the last episode or just need a quick reminder. We had our intrepid band of adventurers off in space, making their way to the moon of Scargeris Prime in search for a hidden, lost Mechanicum outpost. Along the way, they found some crashed fighters on the lunar surface, which Reeb investigated along with Braine, and Braine had a moment of corruption by investigating that wreckage. Eventually, they made their way inside the compound, where they found it was a bit of a musical complex, and we had our musical episode. And throughout their explorations inside, they found the Vox Golem. That chased them around for quite a good while. And following that, they managed to encounter a lovely little creature named Sean, who they did not let out of their glass cylinder, so Sean remains trapped for whoever knows how long. And finally, our adventure ends with them reaching the command center of this outpost, where they learned that Amalthea Rubania from the nearby Scargeris Prime and Hive Zarkanon and her forebearers have been sending people to their death on this moon for thousands and thousands of years. And at the absolute end of the episode, a large space marine emerged from a stasis capsule to confront our players. And so we come back.
He's missing a leg, isn't he, though?
He is. In fact, for everyone, let's just give a little reminder here by showing off this art again of our good friend Captain Caldeus.
He's seen better days.
He has seen better days. He has.
We'll have
So
the
now-
hobble at us.
He hopped at you menacingly. That being said, we start our session. Our adventure begins in darkness. A black screen, if you will, as our episode begins. We hear the activation of immense engines, rumbling to a greater intensity. Voices begin to speak. Engineerium reports all well. Void shields at maximum. Macro cannons to bear. Compliance. The ever-rumbling engines reach a crescendo as something awe-inspiring begins to move. And we cut to see Tater Tot now on a trike, driving through the daycare on board the debt collector, swerving through a variety of different toys. In the background, twin servitors stand up, one wearing a shirt that reads in plain Gothic text, Chris B. The other one reads Silver Star. And Tater Tot on the trike maneuvers between the two immense servitors, going between their legs in kind of a figure eight before coming out on the other side, and then leaning into a turn, takes this trike and crashes into a large pile of bricks that begin tumbling down. And as this pile of bricks and tumbles down. Each brick, by the way, does not have a letter on it like you would assume in a regular daycare. Each of these has a different full sentence paragraph hymnal to the emperor. These bricks all tumble down in like a cacophony. And as Tater Tot causes this collision, we cut immediately outside to the debt collector, which is smashed into one of Scargeris Prime's orbital defense platforms, blowing it up. The macro cannons on the debt collector firing at the orbital defenses of this planet that have now been turned against the PCs after their discovery on the moon. And we cut to start off on the bridge of the debt collector, clearly sometime from when our players first encountered Captain Caldeus inside the Mechanicus outpost. But we cut to see Captain Zedek on the bridge of his ship, along with our other players, leading a charge against the planet's orbital defenses. Captain Zedek, what are your orders?
All hands, take out the orbital batteries. We can't put people on the surface without them still there.
Understood, sir. We're doing everything we can, but those orbital batteries are causing us quite a lot of problems.
Lieutenant Ransom replies back as the ship shakes. And with the first shake, we cut back to Tater Tot making another quick turn in the daycare station, knocking down another set of toys before cutting back to the bridge. What's everyone else doing? Let's start with you, Lorn. This is a space battle. What are you doing in the middle of this?
Is there a roll to panic?
I mean, you could certainly give me a willpower check if you'd like.
Actually, I'm like, oh god, everything's exploding in space, and I assume, is there like a window I'm looking at to see like the cannons just firing down on this planet?
Oh yeah. And like you're seeing the macro cannons all along the debt collector unloading, not on the planet so much as on these orbital batteries that are sending return salvos towards you.
I see. I want to, what I would like to do, and sorry, I actually forgot to even open my own character sheets. That probably should be something I should do. And I would like it's gonna be really hard to do that. I'm willing to put a wrath point in it, and it might mess some things up for you. So I say no. So they're firing at us, right?
Yeah.
I believe I'm ultra tier psyker, as much as I like to think that I am.
Okay.
If I want to see if I can warp grab one of the shots they're firing back at us, and I'm willing to go full unbound.
Yeah,
to make sure I stop it, turn it around, and boom, back to the planet.
Okay. That will be
I'm
3 wrath dice.
It's like because I'm like looking around just trying to see if a shot's about to hit us directly and like hit the shield or something. I'm like, no, and just stopping it, like just like kind of Jediing it in a way and like pushing it back to the planet, and just hopefully, if I'm skillful enough, sending it back. So
yeah, I will allow this with 2 things. First of all, you're gonna have to spend a wrath point to make that kind of a narrative,
absolutely,
because that's insane. Second of all, I need you to pump 2 extra. This is called power level transcendent. It means you're putting 2 extra wrath dice into doing this. I'm going to set the DN fairly high on this. I'm going to say you're going to need, like, we're looking at a 8 in order for you to do this. As you're just seeing munitions that are streaking and the speeds that they're moving, you're only getting this very, very short window in which to try to use your powers.
Oh boy. Here it comes.
Here it comes.
I've got my response ready.
Okay, so because I don't know how to do it with the character sheet we have, because we're using Roll20, because it's weird with this default psychic mastery test. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll psychic mastery, and I'll just throw in 3 extra die, right?
2 extra die, because the psychic mastery should include it. Yep. Okay. You're good.
All right, we're going to click it first, see what I get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no! I got an 11 and a glory.
Oh my god!
Yes!
All right.
But I still have to roll. I still have to roll the two other.
You do.
Oh no. Okay, I'll just default roll this. So 2d6 and it's a 5 and a 6. Holy shit!
All right.
I want to. I basically grabbed this thing because I'm starting to see it, and I see that we're kind of like on the bridge. Like I imagine I'm on the bridge with Zedek, and he's commanding things, and I'm just like, and I'm freaking out. It's like oh no, everything's gonna. There's too many orbital batteries, and I look over. It's like another like third eye just basically goes in like slow motion, and all the psychic mastery that I own just slows it down. I see one of them streaking through. There's like a bit of a rip or something inside of our shield or something that it could just pierce through and hit the bridge. And Lorn's like, no, this will not happen today. Psychic mastery, ho! And you will not destroy what I have built today. And I basically reach out a staff and a bolt of fucking psychic energy just blasts through the fucking window and just like narrowly, you just see a ginormous fucking bullet stop midway in front of the window. And it's like, oh, and obviously everyone's like, oh shit. It just turns around and just goes all the way back. And where it lands, that's up to you, Game Master. I'm not going to control that far. But I'm aiming towards the fucker who fired at me.
That massive macro shell hurtling towards the debt collector's strained void shield stops just outside. And as you said, Lorn, you stop it. You turn it. You channel all of your psychic energies into moving this immense shot, turning it and sending it hurling back, though this time it's not on a straight trajectory. It goes corkscrewing, eventually taking such a wide angle that it smashes into one of the orbitals. And when it smashes into that orbital, it explodes it in a shower of debris and light. And as that happens, as that massive blast of light occurs, we cut back to the Mechanicum outpost and back in time a little bit to when our intrepid band of adventurers met Captain Caldeus, this massive space marine inside the Mechanicum outpost. And Lorn, since you had that, and Zedek, you've been commanding your ship, I believe where we last left our session, Reeb, you had some questions or had been wanting to do some Medicaid check here. What are you doing?
I've been given the dubious task of being first contact here, so I of course had to instruct him about what we were, and I of course am telling him, of course, we are servants of the Man Emperor, or I suppose in this case I should use the word God Emperor, otherwise he will get very sad at me. But I don't know that, do I?
You would not. So you quite would use the term God Emperor by a default.
Fair enough. In that case, then, yeah, I mentioned that we're servants of the God Emperor, but I mainly had of course, a Medicaid check to roll if I can convince him to let me close enough, because I want to give him a bit of a hand with his his gait.
Okay.
See what the damage is on his leg and arm stump, so to speak.
Absolutely. Give me a Medicaid. He's sort of like, now that you've clearly identified not as being hostile, he's wary. You get this sense of threat from him. But he's sort of lowered his sword and is using it, putting it slightly into the decking here to help stabilize himself. And you approach this utter behemoth, and you can tell the damage is very extensive. Though with a 6, that's enough for you to tell the damage is extensive, but this divinely wrought servant of the Emperor is in no threat of dying. It looks like, in fact, all of the wounds have sealed. Obviously, there's room for bionics and other stuff, or regenerated limbs. But in this case, though obviously hampered, this Astartes is completely able to get into a fight or perform actions as best he can with his current impediments.
Okay, so while I'm checking out his wounds, I of course am going to attempt as best I can to bring him up to speed with our mission, considering he is likely far older than we. So obviously that's going to take quite a bit of effort, but I will more or less say that we are friends, if that is all possible to say to a man with a face such as that.
Friends, I see. Well then, I introduce myself again. I am Captain Caldeus, seconded to the Sigilites' command. Have you been sent here to retake the planet?
We have... Reeb's gonna very gently stroke his chin. In a way, yes. We have more or less come in this dire circumstance to check on this planet, as we have lost contact with it for quite some time. We only recently rediscovered it.
Rediscovered you? You say it was lost?
Regrettably, yes. In the time after the schism, there was a great deal of lost contact with many worlds. I am not terribly up to speed with it myself, but I assure you, it is all the better that we are here now and seeing the extent of the loss in this case.
How long? How long have I been in this stasis capsule?
Well, can I actually hazard a guess? Is that even possible?
I mean, you could give me a scholar check, and we'll see what you would know.
I actually, I do have the data from the logs and shit. Would I know that from what I analyzed, at least what the latest log was or the earliest?
I mean, I've got great scholar, so if you can help me out with that, that'd be good. My scholar's with all the stuff, it's like a 9.
Also,
yeah, give me a scholar check, Reeb. We'll start with that, and then Braine, I will come to you dependent on this. Okay.
Yeah. In complication, I'm gonna come out the gate swinging with a spending of my wrath on that one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna knock down 1 wrath off me. I'm going to roll that.
Absolutely, and then hit that reroll button. Let's see what you get. You only got a 3, complication, and a 5. Okay, with a 5, you're able to tell that. Okay, yeah, 10,000-ish years. The records are a bit hazy. Part of this is going to come from Braine coming up to you and going, explaining the logs that they found, and you kind of have a group huddle as this immense Astartes figure steps back a bit.
Thursday,
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt, but I did see a very good chat message. How long have I been in stasis? It's complicated.
Well, it also is complicated because I think the complication here, given our specific socials, is either Reeb or Braine, since you're both the two conferring on this. One of you says something that probably isn't the best thing to say to someone who has, been asleep for 10,000 years and was around during the Great Crusade and the golden days of the Emperor. And since you're both the lead writers on TTS, I'm sure one of you can come up with something awful that you say haphazardly to this poor space marine.
Well, since I'm in the Inquisition, I suppose I would have gotten the memo, at the very least, about what's going on. Yes, it's been quite some time. Long before the great God Emperor has begun to speak to us again after his internment on the throne.
What did you say?
He sort of pipes up a bit, again using his sword kind of like a second leg to balance.
What throne?
The Golden Throne. The one that is sustaining his life force.
I've heard of no such throne. Is this a new development? Was it built after the war?
Oh, damn, you are old. Yes, unfortunately so. It was. He was felled by a great wound, but is still very much alive.
Felled, but he's alive. This is good. Then I can still bring my message to him.
It's kind of debatable.
Funny thing.
Regrettably, Captain, that is not something that is easily done. For you see, approaching the God Emperor has become somewhat difficult for, anyone that he does not wish to see, which is not even guaranteed by him anymore.
I grab Reeb by the shoulders, and I start shaking him slightly. But we do have a solution.
Yes, what?
We are on a crusade led by 2 of the Primarchs. If any could get a message to the Emperor, it would be them. And since
the Primarchs is my liege Sanguinius with them.
Yes, of course.
Everyone, I can just imagine everyone just looking left and right, just yeah, sure. Everyone's looking for an exit.
Reeb is just still being shaken by Braine in my mind, so he's just going, you see about that. Hi!
Sorry, I got
What
very
do you mean about that? And with that, we cut back to another orbital station exploding. And this time we cut to Pi Braine. You're on the bridge of the debt collector as it is continuing to battle through these orbital stations over Scargeris Prime. What are you doing during this fight?
Well, I see this huge munition about to kill us all on the bridge. And then I see Lorn just use magic to make it go and kill like 3,000 people. And I kind of take a second.
Go, keep on.
Hey, look at Lorn. I ain't topping that shit. Make sure these shields are working.
No one to hold him, no one to fold him.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be moving about, and how much of the crew are servitors?
Like there's a good half of the bridge crew are servitors that are plugged in. I assume Zedek uses servitors whenever possible because real people require resource investment.
Yeah, so I'm
not completely heartless.
I'm going to be trying to network these servitors if they are not already networked, and attempting to micromanage and optimize their performance outputs. Specifically on the aspects of the systems that are not being currently exploded and or are exploding others.
Okay, that's going to be a tech check.
Oh, the tech priest making a tech check, eh?
Yes.
That's very typecasty of you.
Yes.
Another glory.
Seven glory.
Yeah. Okay. So you get a 7. Yeah, you get a 7 with a point of glory, which is enough for you to start networking various servitors and micromanaging all the data flow that's going through them and rechecking their numbers. And you're really controlling the void shield operations of this vessel right now. And as that's going on, you feel this presence come up beside you. Sir, Pi Braine! And you turn to see Lieutenant Ransom sort of awkwardly shifted beside you.
What? I'm very busy. I'm making sure we do not explode. What do you want, Mr. Ransom?
I was just wondering how your investigations were going into the not senior crew of this vessel.
My investigations. I have investigated the fact that there are people shooting at us right now, and better fucking things to talk about, moron. I do not investigate you people. Do not worry. That is not my purview.
All right, then. Weapons continue to fire. And Ransom just walks away with this, proud stride as he continues directing from the from the strategium and making his way towards Captain Zedek.
Can I point my attention really quick, just kind of a little bit away from the shields for a moment without us all dying?
Yes, you can.
All right, I'm going to kind of activate, my headset. I'm going to kind of get in contact. This is Pi Braine to the Chief of Security. Do you have any updates on your investigations? I'm going to try to contact Belpa, because that was suspicious.
Yeah. So there's this crackle, and then you hear the reply back from Belpa. Nothing to report yet. I'm still on my sneaking mission.
And Chief of Security, I request that you focus your investigation on Lieutenant Ransom. I believe he's hiding something, and these stupid people on that dumb purple world make me not trust anyone. I believe we must take after Reeb's example and become altogether more inquisitive.
All right. I've got my eyes on him right now.
Really? You're in the room? Look around.
Give me an awareness test.
Yeah, sure.
Jesus, behind you.
Instant transfer.
Elba, I don't trust him.
It's okay, Ransom. It's okay. I trust you.
I hate him.
One success.
Like you don't see Belba anywhere. Like in fact, you're looking around. Like there's crew. There's Lorn who's straining under the psychic power. There's Zedek giving orders. There's just a random cardboard box in the corner, but that's not suspicious
couldn't
at
be
all.
anything.
Like exactly. There's nothing of note.
Damn, she's good.
And with damn, she's good. We cut back this time to the Mechanicum outpost with Captain Caldeus now having sat down on one of the benches here.
And so ultimately, that is what happens when one apparently reads too much from a book written by someone who could be considered to be not so wholesome. But rest assured, the God Emperor himself has transmitted an informative missive out to...
And like his sword is now down on the table and he's kind of clutching his chest plate slightly.
It's okay, buddy. They made a holiday out of them.
A holiday.
A holiday. So sanguinalis. It's pretty neat.
It is in his memory. They did not make the holiday out of him, Lorn. It is in his memory.
It's a holiday. We get off work on that day.
I'm going to
Shut up.
I'm going to approach the captain.
And you can there's just these slight facial ticks on Captain Caldeus's face right now, and you all get the sense of just this simmering rage that seems to be making its way towards the surface.
It's designed to
A holiday.
keep his memory.
Yeah.
I'm going. Oh, sorry.
We cry in cups or some shit. I don't know.
Talking.
It's a holiday designed to his memory, so we can all remember his valiant sacrifice to save the life of the Emperor. That's it. There are some nice things, but it's mostly memory. We swear.
We and the traitors still live.
I am going to approach the captain, perhaps unwisely.
Ah, crap. I had a plan and now it's going to explode.
I am going to
Welcome to
lay
WarHams.
Braine, please don't get donutted.
a single hand on his massive shoulder.
No. Okay.
I can sense that you are angry. You have lost your comrades, and you have lost your father. Dear Captain,
Yes, Braine.
we should do something about that.
What kind of social skill are you wanting to
I was
use?
say, why were you doing that, Mr. No Persuasion?
Because he's tempting someone to do something murderous. That's why Pie Brain's
Murder hobos
Okay, but does he
every
get a
day.
bonus for that, or is it still just...
I would say that would be leadership.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, how's your
sure,
leadership, bro?
Sure. The
My
DM for this
leadership-
is 7. Go.
Yeah.
5 base plus 2 because he's a different species.
Oh! Well, Piper
Good
doesn't
luck.
know what his stats are.
We have wraths, my dude.
We have a lot of glory you can spend.
Yeah, would you
Yeah,
like
I'm
to
gonna-
spend a
hey,
lot of
It's okay.
We're gonna be
Just
dropping
don't
Here, just to make sure you
glory onto this.
5 glory,
stuff, my
alright.
friend.
There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna need your help on this session.
Please load for
Would you
the
like to
spirit
spin a wrath?
Four. We're gonna bump a ref.
Okay, so it's up to 6, and now you have to roll with the bonus glories.
Or did you include them in the?
I included them.
Oh, god damn it!
Reeb, would you like to somehow try to assist? I will only do it. I will only allow you to assist if you continue to push the narrative of revenge.
Actually, if
I
we
would
want
be
to talk
happy
about
do
it,
that.
Zedek might be our leadership boy. I have a leadership of a 6.
I also
want to try
six.
something if I can run it past you, though.
Okay, Zedek first. Actually, that's a
Okay,
good point.
go.
Leadership captain.
Sure,
Okay.
I'll throw a leadership at you.
That's a 2.
Okay, we'll burn a Lorn up a wrath.
Sure, okay,
Get a
you're
get
burning
a wrath on that.
too?
There you
Okay.
go.
Oh,
Everyone's
that's a
down
bit
their
better.
wrath. Okay.
Remember
okay,
to help out people who don't see any of this visually to tell what
That's a
your number was.
5. That's a 5.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
well,
you know what? That's enough to assist, which I think will calm Captain Caldeus's rage TM down a bit. How does Captain Zedek join in on this little conversation?
Well, while we can't do anything about Sanguinius or your legion, these monsters did this to you and countless other fine representatives of the Imperium. There is nothing short of wonderful and fiery vengeance we need to take upon them. And we offer that in our assistance to you, Captain Caldeus. You will assist us in helping these wayward once Imperials to comply with the Imperial message.
Right. All right. You have a ship.
Oh, do we have a ship?
It's kind of crappy, though.
Okay,
Yes, he got it at a certain dealership. It was used.
It was my dad's.
Put it in H!
But it was my dad's.
My fighter's still in the hangar, but it won't be enough, and I can't pilot it. But your ship, can it strike at these heretics?
Oh, can it strike? Can it strike? Gentlemen, can we just get some testimonials in here? We need to bump our reviews on
Oh no.
the Imperial
Captain.
Bazaar anyway.
Captain, I'm not one to lie, but I don't believe a planet is the same as an orbital defense platform. It's very easy to hit a planet. It's very large.
Well, we don't need to necessarily blow up the orbital outpost. Don't we even know yet?
A quick
We
note
have
to
Look, it has big cannons, and we can blow them up on the surface. That's all that matters.
Captain Zedek,
Yes, Braine.
you forget. Not only are we angry enough to make a difference, everyone on
This
that
is
planet...
too slow! And he pushes himself up with his sword on the table. We must crush these heretics. I require vengeance now for all these sins you have told me.
Capital. Let's get to it.
I really like this guy.
Which one of you was the strongest?
I raise my hand.
I push Braine forward.
The robot man. That's him.
I don't think I'm really that cool. I mean, I haven't really done anything with my psychic powers at all.
Yeah, I
except
know,
to
Lorn. You
zap
never
people.
really accomplished, much.
Silence! I have a task for you.
And he points his sword with the blood drop hilt towards you, Pie Braine. And then he's you. And then he moves it over inconspicuous, to this inconspicuous corner of the room where there's just this metal push cart.
You will take me to your shuttle.
I like where this is going.
And with that, Captain Caldeus begins hopping on one foot, placing himself on the push cart.
Captain.
Mechanicus servant, push me!
I push with the force of the Forge World.
While the captain is in the wheelie bin,
Yes.
I want to try and get some information from him real quick because
So
I want
to set the scene here. So we have Pie Braine pushing this one-legged space marine on a push cart, and you're basically walking beside this, interviewing this space marine.
It's like House, it's like House MD. That's what I am
Okay.
right now.
Okay. Sure. What are you asking? Go ahead.
Well, because I don't know if anyone forgot or not, but our little shuttle managed to make a little splashdown after hitting, a field and crashing in. We're not leaving terribly easily in our shuttle. But I need to ask him, Captain, where are the repairing instruments? Are there any servitors still active on this outpost that we can use to refit our shuttle for exfiltration?
I do not know. I only had enough time to seal myself in the stasis capsule after killing all of those traitorous followers of the War Master who trailed me here. I lost my leg, I lost my arm, but I killed dozens of them. And now we will kill more.
Reeb's just gonna like reach down and pat his cheek if at all possible and say, "Don't worry, Captain, we'll get you a new arm and a leg with which you can go stomping later."
I stop pushing for just a second.
Okay, you stop in the middle of this hallway.
Yeah. Our shuttle is far away. There is a new one in there that we are unfamiliar with. Captain! And I'm going to quickly run to the main hangar bay where we saw that original shuttle.
It wasn't a shuttle, it was a fighter craft.
It was his fighter.
Oh, I understand. Okay, never mind. I'm going to keep pushing.
No, I just imagine you run down, ting, 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 like, nah, it's that one. Like, oh, and you just ting, 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 run back.
Yeah. And then I begin walking back to where I was.
You know how you like when you're at a grocery store and you like run really fast with the shopping cart and you put your feet on the back of like the under cradle and you just zoom by. I'm imagining that's how he's moving along with the captain in the fucking bucket.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be you're running this. No, wait, with the captain. I'm trying to get there as quickly as I can. So that's probably exactly what it looks like.
Okay, yeah, and like eventually I assume the camera just cuts to the empty hangar with the the shuttle and the fighter, and then from the doorway you just kind of wheelie on in, going wee, with the Space Marine in front of you pointing with his sword, and Captain Caldeus points at the fighter as you enter into the room.
Yeah,
my vessel, my trusty Voss pattern lightning, still here after so long.
You will fly it again someday, Captain. That I can assure you. But, Captain, I have one thing to state to you.
What?
You are filled with glorious revenge, and you have much to revenge upon these people. But we have a mission from the mouth of the Primarchs. We shall not burn all of this planet, at least without their blessing. We shall take your revenge, but it shall not scorch the surface. It is too valuable.
Of course. What kind of inhuman monsters would think to destroy a whole planet?
We all sifty eye left and right.
Oh, shut up. I don't do that. I'm Odo Xenos.
You're in league with the Xenos!
No, I study them. I rip them open.
He's a scientist.
Noble pursuit, then.
I had to make it very quickly. I ripped them open.
No, Reeb is pretty cool.
Repairs complete.
A servitor walks out of the back of your shuttle.
Is it our servitor?
It seems to be a backup servitor that was
which one
in
is
the
it?
back of the shuttle.
This unit identifies as K. Hermson. The shuttle is ready to depart.
When did he get in there?
Don't worry about it.
See him?
Oh, sod it. Load up. We're getting out of here. Oh, crap. The field.
What about
How are we going to leave with the field still there? We're just going to splash into the crater and die.
Actually, if you just go slowly through it, like, you're fine.
Oh, really? Is that it?
Yeah, the void shields only repel, like, high, fast-moving objects.
Well, you see, Reeb, the void shields only repel high, fast-moving objects, so we're fine.
Wow,
very
only
good. I
a
wish I'd
tech
known
piece, a tech piece of your caliber should have only known that, but it would have been really useful if we knew that when we first got here. So I'm glad you brought that up now.
So, it's really awful.
And as you all enter the shuttle, we cut back to our orbital scene, except slightly further back, with all of you entering the bridge, having all of you except for Captain Zedek removed your void suits.
Well,
Captain!
Yes, Ransom.
The orbital defenses here have begun targeting us!
Yeah, well, funny story about that. Yeah, it's a planet full of traitors, as it turns out.
Traitors? All right, then, we will bring justice to them!
And just starts turning and issuing orders, and Yeah, what are the rest of you doing as you now come onto the bridge for the first time?
Well, I suppose my duty is not here. I am no general. I shall retire to the med bay and ensure that the syringes do not fall into our critical condition tech priestess. Excuse me.
Do we have any biotics in the med bay?
Actually, wait, that is a good question. Captain,
Yes.
did you stock up on replacement limbs like I had asked you at last dry dock?
Oh, you had asked me that? I thought you were talking to the servitor.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I bet Gamu did this.
Look. I pull out my flask that is clearly damaged by a bullet that's been hastily soldered over. Sometimes I forget. It's not an issue. I can stop whatever I want. But maybe I did. Can I make a check to see if I actually was smart enough to order replacement limbs?
Yeah. You know what? Let's get an influence check.
Ooh, oh boy. Well, let's hit him with the influence check.
Hit him with the
As soon as
influence
it
check,
loads.
baby.
That's a 4.
That is a 4 and a glory.
Ooh.
Knock us
You
up a glory.
know that is not enough for you to acquire bionics. You're gonna need another point, so you're gonna have to spend a glory or roll
You
a
have a
die.
lot of glory.
Can I spend a glory? Can I spend
How many? How much glory do you want to spend?
Spend like 4, just in case.
Sure. Why
I want to. Hey, GM, I got a question actually. Can I
Yeah.
add some pressure to Captain Zedek so that he can succeed this?
After he decides if he's going to use the glory, which I think he is.
I'm going to spend 4 glory.
Yeah, roll 46 for me then.
Oh,
2 more successes. So
yeah.
you would have some bionics. You're not sure if they're particularly good bionics. You remember wanting some bionics, but like most of the ones you bought were intended to be punishment for bad crew menials.
So, is Zedek relaying this to me?
So we do have some bionics, Reeb. They may not be the best since my portfolio took a hit. It went sideways. I don't know how good they are. It's a surprise. You'll have to see when you get there.
Reeb is going to take a very uncharacteristic, very deep, grimacing frown. I'm going to push an intercom button. Gamu, print the list. Farewell, Captain.
Bye, Reeb.
So Reeb, you depart. Now, before we jump back forward to the destruction of all these orbitals and Braine contacting Belba, which we've seen occurs. One thing that is still odd, and various crew members are kind of looking at you, Captain Zedek. You still have your void suit on.
There is nothing wrong with me having my void suit on. I'm simply being fashion forward and planning to fight them on the top of the ship.
You want to hit them with your sword? I understand.
Yes, put me closer. I want to hit the orbital batteries with my
Just
sword.
imagine Zedek on top of the deck collector as it's plummeting towards the planet. And you just have your power sword out, going, "Bring me to them!" Ah! Just this atmosphere is burning us all alive.
Sir, should I get the servitors to remove the void suit for you?
No. Just very, very clearly do not. And then just completely side. All right, let's get these comms on board. We have some work to do. Just completely ignoring the question after.
And then we've now effectively snapped forward to the point where we began, where the orbitals have now exploded. Reeb's presence not on the bridge as he has retreated to the Medicaid deck. Lorn has just finished corkscrewing that missile, and Braine has created a series of servitor slave servitors for the shield, the void shield array. Captain Zedek, your vessel is now taking a pounding from orbital defenses. What are you doing?
I'm checking on the various comms and seeing what's going on in the lower decks of the ship, how badly we've been hit. I would assume I received some kind of communication. Like, what do you mean the torpedo loaders are rioting right now? Tell them to, if they don't like how they're being treated or how they're being fed, they can drive that torpedo themselves.
As I assume
Give me
I
a leadership
overhear.
test.
I assume as he's making this test, I assume I hear it, and I'm like, just doing all my psychic stuff or whatever. And
Yeah.
I'm still enhanced and all that stuff. So I look for it, Zedek going, "I bet it was the Beef Kings. Those guys are dicks."
They are
Kings.
Give me that leadership
Almighty.
test. Is that
I do. It's a 7
there you
and a
go.
glory.
Yeah, it
Yep.
was 7 with a glory. Excellent.
7.
A nice and another glory. Okay. You, Captain Zedek, start getting in reports that aren't really that good. Namely, like your macro cannons are firing at maybe half efficiency to what they should be based on the crew you have there. Well, there aren't riots. There appear to be a lot of squabbles going on in the lower decks. Particularly, a large contingent of the Promethium Huffers haven't shown up to their scheduled stations, which has left some of the weapons undermanned. And when you try searching for some of the the tech updates on status of the ship, much of the battle updates are kind of interspersed with incoming reports from Gamu 4224 and her ongoing list of repair requests.
Knowing that the menials are squabbling again, and especially the Promethium Puffers have not shown up to work, I will take this chance to get on the intercom.
Yeah, clicks on.
Attention, menials of the munition deck. This is your Captain Zedek speaking. Whoever can get to their stations and fire upon these heretics and blow the most up will get a 5% pay raise. You have 60 seconds to comply.
Ultra generous.
Okay, go.
Okay, give me another leadership test for your ordering of your lovely menials, please.
Another 7 and 2
Another
glory.
7. No glory this time.
7's good.
Yeah. You can tell that like people are moving your weapons. You're seeing the little counter of weapon efficiency go up and up and up. It's slowly gone from yellow to green.
Money makes the world go round.
Sir, we have an inbound flight of void fighters from the surface heading towards us. They appear to be bombers.
Shit, where is Captain Caldeus? Did we manage to repair his ship?
Well, no, sir. You brought him on board, and he went to the Medicaid wing.
Oh, right.
And I said,
Captain Zedek may have drank a little too much today.
I mean, once he's ready to get his leg.
Suit isn't cutting off circulation. Maybe we should get that off you, sir.
No, fashion forward. Look on page 732 of Zedek. It's there.
I look at page 732. Is it there?
Yeah, it's you. Pull out your copy of Zedek. Oh yeah, there it is.
Fashion forward, always wear a void suit to cover up embarrassing. Hey, what's on the next page?
Also, I like that Zedek has over 700 pages.
It's
It's longer than War and Peace.
I enjoy that. I enjoy the image of Braine hearing, going, "Is that actually in there?" And like, you know, I don't know if any of you've seen this piece of art. Like, there's this Tau looking at this book, like really fucking confused of like how to melee.
Jesus Christ.
Excellent. But yeah, like Lieutenant Ransom turns to you, Captain Zedek.
Sir, we aren't really equipped to deal with bombers, sir.
Dear,
We
gentlemen,
never
do we
did
have-
make a requisition request for anything other than Arvis lighters.
Put a gun on Nervous later.
Lorn raises his hand.
Yes, Lorn.
I guess if you look at me, I'm like vibrating with psychic energy. I understand there, but it's like, it's like the lightning's going everywhere.
A little bit of shock, but like, okay.
It's like,
It's just wait. I just have to do things.
Sir, I would like to voice an objection.
I can help. I can zap him out the sky, maybe. I can probably start smiting from out of space. Did you see what I just did?
Did I see what he just did?
Yes.
It was on the side of the ship. Okay.
It's hard to miss.
Just imagine this, Hulky. Imagine like a ginormous bullet, like about like 10 stories high or something, got like an inch close to the bridge windows, got turned around and plummeted back to the planet.
Lorn, that was really, really impressive. And I kind of want to let you do this. but I kind of don't want to fight the forces of chaos on the bridge.
Let me out. Let me go outside. I'll be the fighter. I'll be the psychic flyer.
Ransom, what are our other options? Do we have any other options?
Well, we can fire skyscraper-sized ammunition at them and hope they can't dodge and that they have really bad pilots.
No! We cannot shoot a skyscraper at them. I have another plan.
Let me do it. Let's do that plan in my plan.
We have 2 honest fighters, the horrible things, the boxes, those things. We have 2 of them, right?
We should have 2 left, yes?
We have 2.
The munitions aren't very good. They aren't really that equipped.
I know, but they are very heavy. We autopilot 2 of them onto a ramming corpse. It's the only way!
No, it is not. Do you ever want to go to a planet ever again?
I
am not, as much as I put...
they're getting close, and like you can see this wing of fighters coming out of the atmosphere towards this 5-point of bombers making their way, streaking through the purple atmosphere towards the deck collector.
I rush up to Zedek and grab his shoulders, and I'm like,
yeah, and there's this like actinic tinge as you do it.
Let me go, Zedek. Let me win.
Wait.
Lorn.
Time to throw Lorn out the airlock.
You're in the Medicaid wing, sir.
That wasn't Reeb saying that.
He just has some psychic awareness somehow that something terrible is about to happen, that Lorn may be involved.
Boy, something stupid's going to happen, isn't it?
You have to put these bionics in me so I can fight and slay those heretics.
That is the idea! I'm imagining with the ship shifting around that we are just sliding through the Medicaid wing. I'm like kneeling down, he's standing up, and we're just sliding.
And like these bionics are garbage. You're giving him like the equivalent of a metal peg leg.
I'm giving him 2 normal, like, bionic legs because they're not party sized. So he's getting 2 feet. He's getting 3 feet.
Yeah, beautiful.
An exclamation point will form figuratively over Braine's head.
Lorn!
Yes.
You are a genius.
I know I am.
I rush to the airlock.
No, wait. Zedek, I need you to do something. Something I never thought I would ask you to do. I need you to contact Gamu.
Uh-oh. This is serious stuff, Zedek. What you gonna do?
Tell her to go to the communications relay and follow my example. Lorn, come with me. I need moral support.
Okay,
And
I
I
pat him
ring
on
the
the
head
back. It's okay. You're pretty on the inside.
I know. Now, we must go to the communications relay. We need your psychic might to amplify our resonance.
Oh, okay. I follow.
Zedek, do you call for Gamu?
Zedek will put his pride aside and go to hail Gamu.
And like as soon as you send the message, this elevator pops up on the side of the Strategium deck, right by the communications wing, and shuffling on is Tech Priest Gamu 4224. Ah, I see you have finally deigned to listen to a higher intelligence. Good.
Just imagine the washer fucking machine drawer that's under his running every step she takes.
Are Pi and Lorn there, or have they fucked off to the communications relay?
I'm assuming that like very quick, like the communications relay would probably still be part of the Strategium on this ship. So it's just like a higher level up here. So when you rush up there, she just comes out of this elevator to meet you and says that.
Yes, I have come to a point where I must put my pride aside, you sardonic server cabinet, and I must ask you for your aid. Pi has some sort of idea, and we need resistance.
A little closer to your
an
mic.
Lemuria idea. This should be amusing.
Pi is just crushing like whatever he's holding onto in his hands as he just hears Gamoosh shit-talking Lemuria.
It's okay. It's okay, Braine. It's okay. Just ignore it.
Please tell me your tech meme. Camu! Yes? We are currently in crisis. Bombers are incoming. And if they get their bombing run up, all precious technology will be obliterated on this vessel. Now you have one option. We are going to disrupt their targeting systems via a litany joint between the two of us. It disgusts me as much as it terrifies me. Meanwhile, our psyker shall be able to lift our electronic disturbance into the aether and allow us to manipulate the noosphere. Basically, long story short, we need to yell at the fighter pilots until they crash. I will do this. On one condition. Name your price. The litany will be a Graia litany. You ask too much! Too much!
I put my hand on Braine's shoulder. Braine, it's either this, or I'm going outside and I'm going to zoom around zapping people with Molten Beam.
That'd be stupid. Okay, Graia.
Let's go.
All right. Along with the inevitable wrath point you have to spend on this, Pie Braine, please explain your bullshit plan and what dice rolls you would like
your
to
bullshit
use.
plan.
Oh God!
This is cooperative role playing. Please tell me your plan.
Here's my bullshit plan. So we are going to summon forth the canticles of the Omnissiah, utilizing the communication relay to spread them out through the noosphere and electronically interface with the targeting systems or piloting systems of these fighters. In doing so, we hope to make the machine spirits rebel against the users and disrupt their general flight plan, their targeting, whatever. If we can get them to crash, overload, whatever. All good in our book.
Okay.
The plan is to do this via our chanting and our supplication of the machine spirits. Meanwhile, we are having Lorn as a basically as another antenna, hopefully using his psychic mastery and joining with the rights, which he'll probably be slurring and fucking up, to hopefully broadcast this signal even further than usual. Basically, an aggressive shroud psalm.
My plan was to basically be Iron Man and fly through space and molten beam people in a void suit. I was pretty excited about it.
Well, get fucked, sir. All right. I will allow all of this bullshit because why not?
I think Reeb's still working on the Space Marine. Right? I don't know if he has to make any checks or something, but
we're gonna get to the bionics.
Okay.
The three-legged.
I didn't want him to get forgotten.
No. Real quick. I will allow this. We will start with a psychic mastery test from Lorn. Then that will still be unbound because it's still the same scene. And this psychic mastery test will, let's say, have a DN of 7 to act as the proper mystical warp-powered conduit.
I'm going to use 4 glory.
There will be another test after this. So.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use 3, so Braine can use 3 on his end. So if that's good with the party, is that okay?
That's
okay. All right, so we're gonna do that in 1, 2, 3. Don't worry, I'll roll the 2 dice after this. Psychic mastery, go! Here it comes. Okay, yeah! I got an 8. Nice. I got an 8. Let's roll the 2 extra die here. Let's see how much to screw this up.
2d6.
1's a 1. Okay.
So but that's a 1.
But the other one's a 4.
That's fine. Roll me 2d6 now. Again.
No, that's the 1. I already added all the bonus stuff onto that one.
No. So the 2d6 you're rolling there, that's the like extra wrath dice. So you got a 1 on one of those 3 wrath dice, which means you get a perils. So now you have to roll me the perils result.
Okay, I'm making sure. 46.
Yeah, 46.
Is there any
I know we had some submissions for it. I don't
nice.
know if it'll work or not.
Yeah. We do have submissions, and I'm just pulling those up right now. I've been waiting on this one. I've been sitting on this one.
Oh,
no.
All right, let's hear it.
This is from a fellow Robert P. It is entitled. It is a warp related phenomenon called Little Furry Frog.
Oh, you son of a fuck!
I don't get
A
it.
small furry frog appears periodically in the vision of all of the players and important NPCs in this scene. It does no actions other than ribbit occasionally. However, all players respect and acknowledge that the frog outranks Zedek, even on his own ship. If they choose to interpret the croaks and ribbits as orders, that's on them.
It's fucking stupid.
Who submitted this one? This is the best one.
I don't get it, but okay, it's good.
This is the best one.
Its name is the name of the submitter is Robert P. Also, the end, which I did not quite get to, its name is Bortrand.
Bortrand?
Bortrand.
Yes.
Because he outranks Bertrand, so he's Bortrand.
All right.
So you, Lorn, you managed to channel all of this psychic energy blasting out this wave. And as you do so, that's when you see this frog that's on the unit that both Gamu and Braine are beside. It just like looks up at you, like sends its head to the side.
Yes, because I'll do my best. I'll superior. Bzz, and I continue to do what I'm doing.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Braine, you see you also see this, but you see that you now have a proper channel. I'm going to ask you to make a tech roll for me. The DN on this will also be 7 because it's very difficult. I'm assuming you're going to want to pump some glory into it.
I absolutely am pumping the rest of our glory.
Mm-hmm.
All right. For Lemuria!
Right.
You did get a wrath, by the way, so you're up to full wrath.
So I'll spend a wrath here.
Gaia.
Lemuria! Okay, let's come right. Omnisire!
And as like you do this, and you see this streak of torpedoes come flying towards the debt collector, and at the last possible minute, they seem to be disrupted, and some of the fighters break off, or the bombers break off from one another, as though they're scattered, and their sensors are all sorts of jumbled by this great litany of Gryan superiority that is being blasted towards them. And as this is going on, you can see the fighters again sort of break off in various formations. But Pi and Zedek, you also know that Gamu's attention seems to be on the console. Yes, of course. You as a captain will listen to my reports. Ribbit.
Wait, you mean to tell me that Gamu and me should stop arguing and work together as mechanics? That would never work!
Who are they talking
Ribbit.
No. But perhaps. And I
We then cut back to the infirmary as Captain Caldeus is shaking around. Reeb, you were performing this bionic installation. Do you want to give me a Medicaid check?
Yeah, absolutely. Hang on, let me complicate that for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Let me rip his other leg off on accident.
Turn into a spider.
It's not terrible.
No, a six is pretty good.
I need to click that. I can double click the next.
Oh yeah, you're good. Yeah, like especially because you're not wanting to give him one leg, but you're giving him 2 in order to give Space Marine mass. Yeah, you managed to Frankenbodge up both of these leg units into the area, and like somehow you have just enough knowledge of Astartes to perform this haphazard surgery. And you just see Caldeus shaking as the ship shakes under continued barrage. This is what I need to fight again. Then so be it.
It'll be over very soon, Captain. Just a quick moment, and we're going to slide past, both him and me, just slide past like a surgical tray that I'll pull like a syringe off of. And then
Good. What is your name again?
I am Reeb Van Horn. I'm an inquisitorial acolyte, my lord.
What is this Inquisitor?
The Inquisition is a... How much time do you have, Captain? It's quite long.
And then you slide back the other direction as the ship moves.
I have as long as you have to place these bionics on me, so I may go in glorious combat to honor my liege Sanguinius.
Do I have a gauge on how long I have to explain to him?
Just sad crying.
Yeah, he's starting to sad cry now. You've got a bit of time.
Suffice it to say, my lord, the Inquisition was first developed as a force to help ensure that no further hostile incursions occur, be that from the Xenos or the heretics or indeed the malign entities that we know so very little of.
It sounds like a noble organization.
Oh, very much so. This is the insignia you would often see. I will hold up my inquisitorial rosette to kind of show what we to look for.
It bears many hallmarks to that of the Sigillites order.
Perhaps there were one and the same at one point. I cannot say for certain. I am not a history buff, sadly.
But you are a skilled physician, someone who helps people with your medicine. This is good. This is needed. It will get my legs fixed so I may go into battle.
Yes, regrettably it appears as though the captain did not get enough good quality arms, so we'll have to order a special Astartian model as soon as we are able. But until then, just gonna inject his leg to numb the pain a bit.
What? Yes, of course. I can fight one-handed. All I need is my sword.
Well, it looks like a good sword. So, I believe you should be able to... here. Give it a whirl. How's it feel? How does this look, by the way? I have no...
I assume that it's like one leg, like with a bionic foot facing forward, and one leg that's on backwards facing back. So it's kind of like this T-shaped leg that he has now.
Oh, very good. I've accidentally created a Chaos Raptor. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Sure, it works.
The balance is a bit off, but I can get used to it. Thank you, Reeb Van Horn of the Noble Emperor's Inquisition.
Of course, my lord. As always, deferent to your direction. Now, let's get you squared away, shall we?
To the bridge! And he, pulls his sword and raises it high.
Of course.
Smashing a bunch of the ceiling lights.
Oh, Emperor, what the hell are they doing up there?
We cut back to the bridge now, where the bombers have now broken off, and all of the sort of psychic phenomena that have happened around the communications section have ceased occurring. Bortrand has disappeared.
So you mean to tell me that in the end... Bortrand! Bortrand! The one true hope for peace is vanquished. Crya and Lemuria are still at war.
Without Bortrand, there will never be peace.
Does Captain Zedek just hear any of this conversation going on?
Yes, all of this.
I like to think off screen, Kifu and Braine were crying and we're
I know that I should have more pressing concerns to be dealing with right now, but who is Bortrand?
I have a random hat, and after the death of Bortrand, I gotta take off my hat and put it to my chest and cry a little bit.
And Braine is gonna lead off the stream. He's a better frog than you'll ever be.
Agreed. In this, Graya can agree with Lemuria. I will go to the Engineerium.
And then you see Gamu start to walk off. That's when you notice the wing of bombers begins to reassemble its formation and start turning around.
Well, I'm sure whatever conversation you had with Bortrand was riveting, but I really need But I really could use your help again because they are realigning to attack the ship.
Sir! Sir!
Yes, Ransom.
The sensor, they're.
And as Ransom begins shouting, you see this streak of small lights that careen towards the incoming bombers, and each of them suddenly explode in pinpricks of light as another flight of fighters move by. These ones stained in slight golden livery, coming under the shadow of an immense behemoth, a battleship that has entered the scene. The Magnum Aurum Victorium of Katja van Noord.
Ah,
And just
I take my
as
hat
this
and swing it
happens,
around in victory.
Reeb
This
comes
hat
on
I
the
found.
bridge and sees this.
good. I see that finally went through.
Yeah, Lorn and Pyre just dancing or like square dancing or something.
Yeah,
Also,
we're just
now that-
square dancing and stuff, holding hands. Like, oh, we're gonna be alive.
Now that Reeb has made the scene, can I roll to euthanize Captain Zedek for the riveting, little bit there?
You can try. Good luck.
I roll to end his life from natural causes.
Damn.
Yes.
Well,
Sir, we have an incoming hololithic transmission from Katja van Noord, sir.
Open the feed, Ransom.
All right.
And there's a bit of distortion that occurs, and then this hololithic image appears, and you see Katja van Noord appear on the hololithic display. Greetings, servants of the crusade. I present digital hugs to each of you, she says.
Yeah, whatever. Hug, loves, and kisses. Blow it up!
We can fight later. There's no time for this.
We have dealt with the orbital situation here, as we have detected you under attack, but what is the ongoing problem?
Well, it turns out. Oh, Reeb, you want to chime in.
Yes, I believe I have someone who could summarize that very easily. Captain, I'm turning to our good friend, Captain Caldeus, who I have brought along with me, who is now sporting a Chaos Raptor leg.
Greetings, servant of the Emperor. I am Captain Caldeus, formerly of the Blood Angels, absconded to the use of the Sigilite. There are traitors on this planet, and they must be dealt with.
I see.
Good enough for you, Miss Van Noord?
Where are these traitors located?
Everywhere.
I point at the planet. Just there.
But it is more complex than that, Miss Van Noord. This planet has the means of producing technology lost since the ancient heresy. They can produce specific weapons and armaments, las guns and void armor that are above the mean of our average forge worlds. Therefore, they must be destroyed in such a way that does not demolish the possibility of reproducing these essential assets.
In the days of the Great Crusade, my father Sanguinius and the War Master before he was War Master liberated this world together. The Blood Angels and the Lunar Wolves took down, and their planetary people fell in line, one side venerating those of my father, and one venerating him. It appears those other ones have taken control of this planet. Those who followed the War Master must be purged.
I see.
The issue is that those who followed your liege, Captain, appear to have degenerated into mutants obsessed with storing and obtaining blood. I believe this culture must be entirely reformed. Perhaps you could help guide it.
Perhaps, but we must deal with those traitors. Yes. We must deal with the traitorous threat. I suppose I shall begin landing detachments from my regiments. Captain Zedek, I believe you have regimental troops on board your vessel as well.
Right you are, Lady Materatum. My repo men are the finest at picking apart anybody's belongings that have been left behind. All we need is a transport.
And yes, I can send over troop transports to assist. Have you your new regiment ready for deployment?
Of course, lady. I would like to get on the comms and hail Belba.
And like as you go to reach, the cardboard box in the corner of the room gets tossed over.
All right, we're ready.
Belba!
Fucking.
How the hell did you get in here?
Oh my God.
What's a cardboard? We don't use cardboard.
Don't be a fool. Of course we do.
That's a lore question I want answered. Does cardboard even exist in 40K?
Yeah, but it's probably called like carbonarium or something.
Yeah, like
No, it's called paper.
Carbonite.
It's called, you know how there's like polycrete? This is papercrete.
yeah.
And if you, Hulky, just once more, either turn your game up like a smidge or so.
I'm
Or like
trying as hard as I
or something.
can.
Yeah, it's just that your levels is like super low, and I'm just trying to help chat out because you're like a little lower than that. But we see her die. Ah, she's here.
We're ready. We can land at any point.
Yes, I shall dispense troop transport. And also, given the circumstances on this world with these terrifying traitors, I have only one thing I can suggest doing. The opening of bonus points for those who deal with the traitors at the top of this conspiracy. Go
Braine.
forth, servants of the crusade! Topple this government!
Braine!
Braine!
It's Christmas!
I'm going to grab the captain. I know you're gonna love this bonus point shit.
Svenor, please make sure to destroy the walls and the structures that are white in particular. Please make sure they are destroyed very, very well. And please don a biohazard suit when you do so. I don't think it would be wise to breathe that in.
If possible, avoid bombing the Mechanicum or Manufactorums. They have information that could add years of stability to this sector once we reclaim it.
I shall entrust you with defeating the horrid nobility that reigns here, while my troops deal with their primary installations. We shall clear a way for you to pierce into those dark, dark depths of their leadership for points.
In the name of Lemuria, Sanguinius, and points, it shall be done.
And with that, we're going to take our first break for the day.
Good.
All right. We'll be right back, everyone. Be sure to tell everyone that we're live and all that fun stuff. We will be right back.
It'll be great. Let's go on.
Great.
Tell your friends, tell your family, make them watch the show.
Well, we are back. Everybody, welcome back to WarHams after our little short break, even though you're probably on the podcast version, it was like just like half a second. So, hello.
Woo.
We are back and we are ready to destroy the heretics.
We are. In fact, let's update the scene.
Ta-da! Hey, look, I did that.
You did. Zoran does a good job with all these backgrounds.
No, I meant the burning building.
Well, it's fair. It's fair.
That's a cool name for a hive, Zarkanon.
Alrighty. So we don't quite cut to them on the surface of Scargeris Prime yet. Instead, we cut to the march towards the hangar deck. The party is preparing. Captain Zedek, you're at the forefront of your compatriots, and behind you is a full regiment of ratlings led by Belba Creepfoot. They march in a semi-unified arrangement, many crunching on potatoes and onions, some with slung las guns, because only las guns are on this ship, over their shoulders, other readying slings with rocks.
Soldiers, you are the finest that I could possibly afford under circumstances, but I have the utmost faith that Belva Creekfoot has trained you well. Are you clear on your mission?
Crunch. They crunch in response.
Give them,
Just eating onions, raw onions in response.
to give them a rousing speech. Offer them potatoes for every kill they get.
What? Potatoes for every kill?
I don't think you can afford that.
We can't afford that many potatoes.
I can help. I can help out. Zedek,
No. Lord, I don't know how much you plan to offer them, but I don't think I can afford to pay them more than potatoes.
Oh, damn! You
And
are
as
cheap.
this is going on, Captain Caldeus has come up beside Belba Creepfoot, and he looks down at her.
You, I respect. You remind me of a young raven guard by the name of Sherokin that I once knew.
Belba just gives a nod, turns, looks back.
We're gonna do good here. We're gonna fight. Just because we're small doesn't mean we can't fight.
And there's like all of these like nodding from the rattlings, many of them still crunching. Caldeus turns to the rest of you, but centers on Reeb.
Reeb Van Horn of the Glorious Inquisition.
Yes, sir.
I bid you and your allies good tidings in the fight to come. I will go with these small ones.
Very good, Captain. I wish you good luck with your endeavors, and if you manage to make it through, please do meet up with us again. I believe we could have a very important spot with you amongst us. However, there's no guarantee any of us will survive now, is there? Reeb will smile and clap his hands together.
There is no power in the galaxy that can destroy our spirit. Our survival is incidental. What matters is our will to succeed.
Right.
That is a fair assessment. As I once heard, only in death does duty end. Now let us go. Come, Belba.
Then they nod, she nods, and the rest of the rattlings take a turn off towards this immense troop lander, while the four of you go towards this rickety Arvist lighter that's in the hangar waiting for you.
All right, gentlemen, we have a great deal ahead of us. Let's get to it.
I'm just really appreciating the image of like a shit ton of rattlings, rattling Solid Snake, and this fucking no-armed Space Marine captain with a fucked up leg.
Yes.
Leading them into battle.
If any image sums up this fucking campaign, it is that. Yes.
It's fine.
You carry on, and outside the rear hatch of this Arvist lighter are two servitors, one of which has the designation of Joseph Egan and the other Army Bro 2.
Yeah. Keep naming those servitors, man. I love it.
Captain Zedek stops the party for a moment after we greet the servitors.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, down below on that hellhole of a planet, we will be facing a combat more bloody than we have faced on the other wretched hellhole of Fartham 4. I want you to know that, though we may not survive, it will be an incredibly thrilling and memorable experience that they will tell tales of us for decades to come, assuming we live. But if not, know that I have utmost faith in your abilities to lay waste to these poor and hapless miscreants who have wronged us and insulted our honor. As the Imperial Repossession Squadron, it's tax day. Let's go collect.
Let's do it, boys! I cock my staff and a shotgun shell comes out. Like get inside the Arvist lighter. I got a lot of shells in there.
I'm gonna cock my plasma gun.
Stop doing that! If you keep it up, I shall take it away from you.
No, it's mine.
Stop
Is this like
copying the damn plasma gun.
Is this RD day? It's T day, just tax day.
We just have Battlefield 1942 theme playing in the background.
Yes. I got Klandatu drop, man.
Army Bro goes into the cockpit while Joseph Egan prepares the back of the vessel. Army Bro seals the back hatch and Joseph Egan steps away, and then Army Bro 2 turns around. Strap in. I have been provided litanies with which to chant during our voyage into the atmosphere. Graya, 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 graya.
I hit it.
Overcharge
We,
plasma.
I like how we immediately murder Hobo the servitor.
So you were supercharged firing, Piper?
I want to, but I don't want to spend too much time doing it, so I'll just normal
I
fire.
inject Braine with chloral hydrate.
Yeah, okay, so suffice to say, after like all of you jump at the chance, this servitor's murdered, and we just time skip forward like 20 minutes to Captain Zedek in the cockpit now, the charred servitor body beside him.
He's just doing that Obi-Wan like behind the scenes things of him just go just like doing the joysticks left and right as casually flying in.
Braine, you need to stop killing the servitors.
Well, they need to stop talking about Forgewell Graya.
We only have so many resources we can keep making these things, you know.
We're about to kill a bunch of people.
Braine, are you really eating right now? Can you eat?
I was refreshing my systems with chlorinated water. We're about to kill a bunch of people. We can make servitors out of that, or whatever's left of them.
At that exact line, you burst through the purple clouds into a full-on war zone. Tracer fire coming from the sides of hive cities as several Valkyries and troop landers are coming through the upper atmosphere. The Valkyries launching out of the side of those troop carriers, some of which you can even see in the distance are clearly open-backed with stormtroopers shooting down fire into the sides of the hive spire, where these marble compact soldiers raise their own weapons up, firing in return. It's basically a light show rave going on all around Hive Sarkanon, with sections of it just pitch black, while the upper hive remains a pristine ivory tone.
Don't like that. Let's blow it up.
I take out my power sword.
Remember your training and you will make it out alive! I won't rest till that white tower is Blood Angels red!
I would just prefer it to be destroyed, to be completely honest with you.
Captain, this is Lieutenant Ransom, sir.
Yes, Lieutenant.
First of all, sir, I just want you to know that the senior staff have been doing their duties diligently, and none of us have been doing anything outside of the bridge since this operation began.
Ransom, I don't care what you do, just make sure you keep gambling off the bridge.
Understood, sir. Second of all, I have found a landing platform that your Arvis could use. There are some enemy forces on the platform, however, sir, they will need to be taken out. Do you think you can handle some enemy troops?
Can we handle them? We have a bunch of people willing to murder someone at the drop of a hat. Of course we can handle them.
I assume Zedek has like a posse of like some ratlings here with us for lookout service.
I assume for his devotees. Is there a new mashed potato?
Wait, couldn't he just take? We've had mashed potato brigade. Couldn't we actually take some people from the taxmen? For fairness,
yeah,
of course.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Tell us about your devotees that you have brought with you, Zedek.
Oh, son of a bitch! I had a list of names I'd come up with, but I lost them in the move. They're all right.
Okay,
so I've got a couple names.
Bill 2 and Ted.
No. We have
Army Pro 1.
We have Fingerling, who's a bit skinnier than his stockier compatriots. Prefers to munch on skinnier and narrower potatoes. We have Julian, who is a bit portlier, but you wouldn't be able to tell because they're all just kind of the same thickness.
So these are more ratlings. Excellent.
Yes, they're more rattling than rattling. We have what's his name? We call him Twice Baked because he's horribly scarred from a cooking accident, but it doesn't faze him from eating the same as he always does. And of course, my personal favorite, their regimental leader, Duchess. Little is known about Duchess, but he can make a very mean mashed potato.
I also like to think that Duchess has 2 eye patches that are just over his actual functioning eyes.
Yes.
I like it because you made Duchess potato. I've had that before. It's nice.
Excellent. Wait, so it's the 3 of you in the back seat, and opposite you are the 4 ratlings who are all just like hung, like, you know, eating on more potatoes and stuff, and checking their gear while they're sitting. One of them clearly looking down the barrel of their las gun.
No, that's the end you make the enemy look at. Don't point that at yourself.
Oh, okay.
The hurdy end goes towards the enemy.
Get him with the hurdy end, okay.
That's it. You're doing so well. I toss a potato from out of my pocket to him.
Like a dog, Cheery. Here you go, boy. Here's a fry.
Little known fact, they are incredibly trainable.
Captain Zedek, you make your way down through the atmosphere, managing to avoid a lot of the heavy fire, but you see the platform you're supposed to make your way to. You can't get a good look at how many figures are on it because of all the battle fog and stuff, but you get a sense that you could put the Arvis lighter just at the far end of it and disgorge your fellow companions and yourself onto this platform. You will, however, need to make a difficulty 5 piloting check to get there without suffering any unexpected damage along the way.
Oh, damn.
I got a question, actually. How wide is this landing pad?
You want to have it be as big as like imagine like an episode 2 or something of like, or like the Camino. You know how like those landing pads are.
It's an 18-meter circle roughly.
Jesus, that's big.
Yeah, think of that.
It's a big. Yeah.
Right.
And there are enemies on the
captain. Can I lean over to the captain real quick? Captain, would it be possible for us to have a bit of a skid? Do you think?
You know, Reeb, I was thinking the same thing. You know, these Arvis lighters are just terribly clunky. It happens all the time, unfortunately. I would like to attempt to splatter whoever is on the landing pad.
Give us a good drift, Captain.
Okay.
That's why there's an e-brake on this thing.
That's going to increase the difficulty of the piloting check to 8.
Can I spend 4 glory?
We are full on glory. Use all of it.
I will spend 6 glory to do this.
Oh, absolutely!
Hell yeah!
Let's see the complication. Let's get to it.
Yeah, we've been waiting.
I can't wait until we overshoot the landing pad and die.
You're like, well, thanks for coming to WarHams. Reroll.
Funny story. My last Dark Heresy campaign I ran, the only character death that ever happened was a plane crash.
Want to do 66?
Yeah, I tried to do bonus die. I just didn't want to.
Yeah, just roll 60.
You probably clicked on the wrong one, but it's okay.
It's
all good.
All right, so you have a 5 currently. So you're doing good.
So, yeah,
all that glory.
3 more.
Okay, so you have
1, 2, 3.
Just.
Can I spend my remaining wrath die? Oh, I have 2 draft die. Okay.
No, you win. Unless you want to do something else.
Get it. You hit it.
You made it. Oh, I thought you made it.
Get it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so here's what happens. You come down on this thing, and you can see there are squads of soldiers. What looks to be 3 squads, 2 5-man squads, and a 10-man squad that's holding up the arterial connection path. You start careening the Arvis towards it, and with that roll, that piloting check, I am going to let you basically use your Arvis to body check off one of the 5-man squads and make a landing. I'm going to say it's going to be the north one right over here. And you just come down and land the Arvis, smashing these this squad into gelatin jelly and knocking them off the side.
GM, I would like to spend a wrath die to make a narrative declaration.
What's your narrative declaration?
I would like to retrieve a pair of sunglasses from my breast pocket, put them on, and play some non-copyright infringing Eurobeat. as we skid across the platform.
Acceptable. I'm just this is kind of the setup here as your Arvis has. God, we're getting a lot of mileage out of this crashed Arvis.
Getting all the people running past my fucking window too. Jesus.
So this is what I'd like to imagine, so I can fit in the thing here. I imagine Arthur's coming down, just slides into him and just pretty much just splatters him on the thing. But I assume that we land and we turn to where the thing's gonna drop down, and then we just engage in battle. But
yeah.
So for that, when we get down and before the door that I expect comes in, I come up the Braine. I go, Braine.
Yes.
I've been wanting to save this for a while, and I want to use my wrath point to make this a narrative thing, because it's so far-fetched and different. That I pull out from my coat a cartridge, and I put a Braine like, I don't know if you know what this is, but I think it's time. Let me see here. I lift up, like I go to where his logo is on his chest, lift it up, plug in the cartridge, slam it down. And Braine now begins to hear the Doom soundtrack play, and I imagine his eyes will now slant down and turn red.
Some kind of BFG division.
Pretty much. I propose this to you because I'm basically assuming a lot for your person. So do you want that to happen?
What are you doing? I don't... Rip and tear.
All you hear is and then it's just all of a sudden like we just hear it just vibrating from you, so we hear the music, and I go, Braine, rip and tear.
I'm
nearly worn out the ramp.
So dead.
I'm running out the ramp.
The tone of this. As this is all happening, prior to this, the Arvis has come down, and there's that squad to the north, all laid out pristine on the landing pad. New Arvis just body chucks them, sending them flying off the side, down miles to their deaths. And as the Arvis makes this intrepid landing with Captain Zedek, we cut back to the debt collector, where Tater Tot has crashed into another tower of blocks and goes, yeah, and then turns, and that's when we see the two servitors turn and recreation time is over. And then we cut back to Lorn putting this soundtrack into Pie Braine with Rip and Tear, and we see Tater Tot just looks up at the two servitors and narrows his eyes and begins to drive the trike away. And then we cut back to this with Rip and Tear Pie Braine.
It's a tradition. The cartridge is a traditional Lemurian war song.
All right, so we are in combat, lads and gents. I will set the scene really quick for you. You can see a squad of soldiers basically over here, this big 10-man. There's a squad of 5 down here. The one with the bluish coloration over here, that token appears to be holding some kind of plasma-based weapon. And over here, these two red ones are setting up behind this tank trap with a heavy bolter that they have positioned and mounted. Really quick, I'm just going to share this art piece and then give a bit of a description of what these soldiers look like for everyone watching at home. They have these sort of like sea green look, this carapace armor, these large brimmed hats. It looks like the powerful void armor that you previously seen maybe wasn't as prevalent as they let on. Though the las guns are of exquisite quality. And they've set up basically like a semi-barricade with sandbags and crates and tank traps all along to prevent a real like forced attack like you're making. So in combat, the players can decide who would like to act first.
I would propose so I can bomb actually no, Braine. I vote Braine, and then in chat just gave us a glory point, so I would like to use a glory for me to go second, and then Reeb and Zedek can start hammering down on another squad because I'm going to blow some people up.
Yeah,
is that okay with everybody?
Yeah,
sure.
Okay, awesome. So Braine, you're full health, by the way. You might want to change your thing.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Don't be dying.
I won't explode instantly. So here's my question.
Yes.
Can I jump onto these tank traps and attack people?
Like which ones? Can you pick them?
Yeah. Like if I were, could I be on this?
Yeah.
Or could? Okay, great.
You could get by there. Basically, you could attack through it. They just get a defense bonus from it.
You know what? I'm not going to charge. I'm going to be behind this.
Mm-hmm.
And as the fucking radiation and plasma begin coiling in my gun, multi-shot, I'm gonna take out the heavy bolter team.
Sure.
All right.
Absolutely.
For Lemuria. 1 second. Get a fucking YouTube notification. Shut up. I want to roll my dice. Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
That's a complication with
That's a
poo.
complication and a miss.
We're gonna use a wrath here.
Sure,
Yes.
certainly use that.
By the way, Chad did refresh everyone's wrath, so everyone, well, Zedek, you used one, I used one, and now Braine used one. Reeb, you have two.
Okay. So the 3 will just hit. The weapon, however, will still complicate. So, all right. The complication here, I would like to thank one Robert G for this one. Braine, you get up there, you have your plasma gun, you take the shot, you fire it. Oh wait, you were multi-targeting, weren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna still miss. Sorry, dog.
Can I use the glory that Lorn is gonna use?
No.
I'm gonna explode, man.
It's not happening.
So for the
man.
complicate, so your bolt of searing plasma goes veering off because when you get to that area right behind this crate as you're advancing towards this whole barricade of guards, suddenly a piece of wood comes up and smacks you right in the face.
Oh wait,
and you realize that you've stepped on a rake.
Would it be possible?
And the blast goes wild and flies off. And that would be your round. Since I'm a monster, hey, Zoran, can you knock me down a rune?
Okay. Would me spending a glory still allows me to go?
Are you spending a glory?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. Don't knock me down the rune. Just spend your glory and go.
Okay. So Lorn's running up. He's running up behind the crate. Get up right. He has to get up this way so he's out of sight because he's behind. It's weird because of the grids.
Yeah.
That but yeah, he gets behind the crate and he's like, "Heavy bolter team's not down. It's not down." And I need the check on the range because I should have done this before I went. And oh yeah, I'm definitely in range. I'm going
Which
to
one
do
are you doing?
flame breath.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how much flame breath. I think that's still like I target an area and it just explodes.
Yeah, here. So yeah, flame breath got changed. Basically, what you now do is you get a 5-meter line, is what it is. So how this works
so this is flame breath, not molten beam.
Yeah, no. So how flamers work now is you do a line. So you do like 5, okay? And then for every icon...
To help out with this, flame breath is extremely different. Because it's like a super long distance one. It's not like a flamer. It's like a bleh. Unless they specify flame breath is completely different. Because if so, then I have to choose something completely different now.
Yeah, they've changed flame breath so that it's basically a 5-meter range, but then you can arc it so you could do like this type of stuff. And
then now it's useless to me, so I'm not going to do that. Let's see.
If you want a longer range thing, then molten beam is the 10-meter sort of blast. Yeah.
Which I'll probably have to go up one more, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see here.
Which would leave you in the open with no cover.
Yeah, so.
Which is Lorn's favorite place to be.
Exactly Lorn's favorite.
Which I would die. Yeah, I would die immediately. So I'm staying in this nice full cover crate because we're not going to get to that heavy bolter team for a while. I'm just going to molten beam the squad with the plasma gun.
Okay, yeah, so you can tag 3 of them with the molten beam.
Cool. I still have to add in my unboundness, right?
No. This is a new scene, so you can choose how
Okay.
much you want to do.
right.
Remember, though, for every shift you do, you can also increase the range by 10 meters on Molten Beam. So that's
Yeah,
an option. But make the psychic test, and then we'll see what happens.
We will see. Second mastery test. Go. Molten Beam. Complication and a 5.
You've also got 2 extra wrath dice in there for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why. Actually, yep, I saw it in there.
It's all good. You'll still hit. We'll get the complication. But,
Yeah.
Okay, so your Molten Beam will go out. You won't be able to shift because their defense is higher because they're behind cover.
Okay.
So you're going to basically be able to tag the 3 of those. Yeah. Sorry.
I just
you'll
hit
actually
3.
hit. You'll hit. You'll hit 3. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. So that
Mostly
travels a
going after
straight
Plasma
line,
Boy.
and it's going to just mess up all 3 of those guys. So they're just dead. They're
because it does an insane amount of damage. So
it does. They melt and they're a mob, so they get nothing else. So those 3 just go squish as your Molten Beam flashes through and just vaporizes them. As that happens, though, you do get a Perils of the Warp. So can you please roll me 2d6 and we'll see what happens here with that complication.
Excellent.
This time we're just going to use the table because I
53.
50. Okay.
And a greater demon shows up.
Don't worry, chat. We
Not
already figured out the reptile
right.
thing.
Yeah. An awful buzzing sound surrounds you, drowning out all speech. The drone penetrates the minds. All creatures with the Psyker keyword within 10 meters of you make a DN4 intellect test. So basically, you give me an intellect test.
Oh, cool. The thing I
What's your
don't
intellect?
have.
Wait, what's your
Yeah.
intellect?
2.
Uh-oh.
Oh, how do I get 2
Roll it.
6s? Whoop. Nope.
Nope. So you failed. So if you succeeded, you would have gained 1 wrath dice, but you don't. So instead, you'll take 1d3. So you take 1 shock as this droning sound just fills your head.
This droning sound is filling my head.
The thing that is happening to me.
No.
And you are staggered.
Oh
Just
no,
share that with
I'm off
everyone.
balance when I run too fast. Yeah, when I'm staggered, my speed is reduced by half. I can't run or sprint unless otherwise stated. The stagger condition ends at the beginning of the next round.
Okay, cool. So that's that for you, Lorn. I guess it's my go.
Point of order before your turn begins.
Yes.
I was overcharging when I complicated. So I need to take D6 mortal wounds.
Oh.
So I'll do that right now.
I will make you roll those mortal wounds, dear friend. I didn't
Right.
realize you were overcharging. Good.
I was point of order.
Good.
I double checked because I wanted to make sure I didn't. Yeah, fuck it. Let's see.
Oh, I knew it was
good.
happening.
Yeah,
And
6
you're
mortal
down.
I'm knocked down.
Awesome.
I got 8 wounds, baby.
Do you? My thing says 6.
So
So if you,
No,
so
he's
if
got
you
it.
okay, so I need to edit that sheet then. So if your stuff
Yeah.
ever edits like that, just tell me so I can actually make the sheet correct.
Oh, sure.
That's because of the errata that came out. You all got bumped up. So
Yeah,
the
okay.
wounds are
The
probably off of
unthickening
it.
errata.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, that's what complicated when playing Wrath and Glory when it's in a errata stage before it goes to print, where it's like things will happen and I can't stay on top of everything in the world. So
All right, so I'm gonna go. This little squad over here, they come up and they kind of form a firing line of sorts. They all raise their las guns towards you, Pie Braine.
Slap boy.
They begin unloading a fusillade towards you, but they are not trying to hit you. They are trying to pin you. So, what's your resolve?
That's a very good question.
Yes.
And I do have an answer. I just need to look at what it is. And
I
I'm
believe
distracting
you.
while my resolve is 2.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, my resolve is 3.
Cool. So they all begin firing. Pew 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 pew. 3.
Yes, my resolve is 3.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so yeah, this hail of like lasfire comes out from the south towards you, smacking along the crate that you're beside. But you get like noticeably panicked by all of this. It deals no damage. However, you are pinned until the start of their next turn. So I will quickly show what pinned does to all of you. Bam! There's the rules, but essentially you're going to be like stuck behind cover because these guys are just keeping you in place with constant salvos. And that's their go. Back to you guys.
Do we have to spend the wrath to move?
Nope. No. That's just if you want to seize and you're out of those. So
okay, Zedek, can I go to help relieve good friend Braine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Reeb is going to move to this cover here.
Okay.
And I'm going to Flamer on these people because I believe they are still within range.
Yeah,
range.
Let us check the new Flamer rules and see if they're all goody good here.
I think I'm still good based on what I read.
Yeah, so short, medium, and long. So I think you're good because long is 12.
Yeah.
So
mid range.
Yeah, so yeah, they're going to be mid range. So now it's just a line though. So like you would do something like this, and then you can arc it out a number of squares to basically how many you shift.
So let's see. So if I can shift
twice, then you can hit all of them. If you shift once, you hit 4 of them.
Okay, well, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
I will now sweep the Flamer. Got no glory dice?
Yeah, brother, I am pinned here.
All right, that's a 3.
Okay.
Will that suffice? No, that's not enough to shift. I'm gonna spend my last wrath on that, please.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Don't worry, you do have 1 wrath left. Someone did give you 1, so you have 1.
Oh, so I have 1. I have 1 now. Good. Cool. Floomsh!
Oh,
there we go. That's what I need. 6 and a glory.
Yeah, so you can shift the 1 over, which will hit 4 of them. The damage, I believe, is what, 10 plus 1? Right?
I will roll that for you. No bonuses, no nothing. So flamsh, and that's an 11.
Yeah, so with 11, that's more than their resilience. They're a mob. They have 1 wound each. You come up behind cover, peek out, and just as they're sort of pinning Braine in place, you just come around the corner and put 4 of them down with your flamer.
Now that does mean I'm out of cover technically from these idiots, but I gotta try a little bit. Does that stop them from pinning him?
No, the pin remains in place. However, there are other ways to get the pinning off. Such as a leadership test.
Right.
Okay.
It's time to roll up and smoke these fuckboys. I'm gonna move up to where Braine is. And
you're not going yet.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I get to go again.
We did just get a whole bunch of glory. So if you want to say fuck you,
seize
GM,
the initiative if you would like before the big mob goes.
I would be happy to seize the initiative and prevent our Lucky's Guitarius from dying.
1 down.
Yeah. So what do you want to do with your turn? And remember, one thing that's important to stress to you guys, you can do multiple actions. Like you could go and leadership Braine to get him out of being pinned and make an attack. It's just for every multiple thing you do, the DN for everything goes up by 2.
Right. Okay, let me do a measure on this one.
In DN, for people who don't know, that's difficulty number. Like the amount of successes we need to win that result.
Yes.
All right, I would like to move up next to Pi. Oh, I'm still in measure mode. Come on.
Yeah, you got
it. You can do it.
You can't throw the ruler. You got to walk.
I have to levitate over. I'm going to make a leadership test for Pi to try and get him out of pin, and then attack the squad that is here. Oh, I'm all sorts of fucked right now.
It's fine.
Better than last session.
It's fine.
Leadership
Okay,
test
so you're
coming at
moving
you.
to there, and then what are you doing when you move to there?
Hitting a leadership test, and then
Okay.
attacking afterwards.
Sweet. Do that leadership test.
It's gonna be a 5 and a glory.
Well then.
And a glory. All right. So,
Well, no, that's just a regular. That's not a glory.
Yeah, this is a regular 6 you
it's
got
just
there.
regular. Yeah. That's
Oh, okay.
However,
Or a success, rather.
a success. Yeah. With
Yes,
a
yes,
5,
yes.
that is the difficulty number is equal to the salvo of the weapon, which is not that high, and then +1 if they took any damage, which they did, but you're still more than enough. So you rally your pinned ally, and Braine is no longer pinned.
My emergency systems refire probably after that plasma explosion and just back at it.
Get on your feet. You're not done murdering these hapless goons yet.
My targets have been selected.
We just got
Something
here.
Engaging Lemurian execution protocols.
I may have made a mistake. I'm going to now attack them with the arc pistol.
I do have to really quickly make a resolve test for this one guy down here because his entire unit was wiped out and he could just run away. So I'm going to roll that really quickly to see if he runs away. Where is the resolve on this sheet? Because I rarely use it.
You can do it. I believe. He will run away just right now.
Trying to find the number. I will find there it is. Does he run away? Oh dear
Yes.
God, he runs. He drops his last gun, panics, and like cries behind the box. He's out of the combat. All right.
Like marbled rye, they are toast.
Fuck off.
And on that note, I'm activating the big squad, and we're firing a heavy bolter because fuck you, Zedek. God damn it.
Was I allowed to not make a multi-action?
So
sorry.
Just difficulty is increased.
If you spend a ruin die, he can't.
Now, okay. Technically, Zedek, you have to declare it at the beginning because the difficulty
I thought I
of
did.
everything is increased. So the first check difficulty.
Oh,
will be
shit.
increased.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
you already did it. So
It isn't.
for simplicity's sake, let's just say your turn's done
Sure.
after you shoot.
Moving on. moving on.
Okay. The heavy bolter will fire. It's going to multi-fire.
Wait, he still hasn't shot yet because oh
Who?
well, never mind. Just go ahead.
Who?
Just
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no.
We're
Past that,
moving
past
on.
that.
Bolter
Past that.
time.
Yeah, bolter time. The heavy bolter team, they're going to go first as part of this mob. They are going to do a multi-fire. They are going to fire once at Captain Zedek and once at Braine.
Now, why would they do something like
Because they don't like me. So I will fire. The difficulty number to hit you goes up by 2. So it's going to be your defense +2.
Okay.
And we will see if they can hit you. They're going to get 1 bonus dice, and that is it. Whoop. I miss probably terribly. In fact, with
you
a
didn't-
3.
You didn't hit a 7, so I didn't get hit.
Yes.
My
And
defense
I'm
plus
assuming
2 is 4.
Zedek's is not defense is not 1.
No, it is big.
Okay.
It just be.
The other 4 in front, however, are still mad at Zedek for that pun, so they're going to join lockstep and not pin, but actually fire their las guns at you, Captain Zedek. So your defense will get a +2 because you're in cover, but that will be balanced out slightly by the sheer number of extra dice they are getting from firing as a mob. Pew 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 pew.
Ah, yes.
But I will probably miss anyways. So. Because I got a
Excellent.
4,
A 4.
and your defense is actually no, they'll hit you,
Yep.
but they can't shift or do anything. So
I mean, he's wearing
let
a
us
void
see
suit, right?
damage.
Wink, wink.
He are you still in your
Shut the
void
fuck-
suit? Yeah, you are. Yeah,
Shut
yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
up, Lorn.
Why? That
but
means you should
an
get more
eight.
armor.
You take 1 point of shock
Cool.
as you get like as a las beam sears right into your buttocks, slightly
How?
making a tear into the void suit.
GM, I do want to know how a las shot arced around my my entire body. You just came around and hit me in the ass.
Plus
Lorn.
6 difficulty to all these.
Zoran, mark me down a rune point. That's how.
Damn.
All right. That's the end of the combat round. They have all done their stuff, so it comes back to you guys. Who would like to act now?
I want my vengeance.
I will let Braine go.
Fucking with like smoke still billowing from the gun, putting it up, taking out the power sword. You know, very like claws at the ready, running, jumping onto this tank trap.
How far do you move, boyo?
I can move. What is this? 6, right?
Okay,
That's
yeah,
a
so 12.
charge, so it's
Yeah,
double
you're
move,
good.
yeah,
You're good. You're good. I just was double checking.
Yeah, I move 200 inches and I go to the Terra. I just run there.
Sicarian execution initiative approved.
And I'm going to off with the heads of the heavy bolter team.
Okay, so their defense right now will be 6. Oh, sorry, 5.
Wow.
Yeah, they're tough.
Well, difficulty for all of your checks goes up by 1 because you're injured, and they're behind cover.
Would they be benefiting from cover if I am on top of the cover?
Yes. In this case, yes.
Damn, I probably can't get all of them then.
Could try.
We have a lot of glory. If you want to try to, you can spend like 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll be true. Yeah, okay. I'll go for
And you were just
I mean,
given
how
a
many-
wrath, so
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So I get 1 from the charge. So I'll spend 3 glory on that to make a double attack on both of them. So I'll be needing difficulty number
I'm
8.
sorry that the guardsmen who are behind like cover are hard to hit, you punk. Make your attack.
You don't get cover saves for melee attacks.
Let's roll it.
Wow.
that's-
Even with all that, that's only 6.
We're gonna wrath that shit, my friend.
Absolutely.
oh no.
Oh, that's right.
That's an 18 and a
An
glory.
18.
Yeah, okay, go.
Oh my goodness.
This
I
hurts you.
I'm just gonna make that resolve test right now for the rest of the game.
Very good. We're off to a great start. These guys suck.
Okay.
and they're gone.
They run. They see you not only vault past them, jump up onto, like, balancing on top of a tank trap, slashing down with your sword, probably like one fell swoop decapitation on all 3 of them, and then turn and please tell me the Lemuria-based speech you will give the others that makes them drop their last guns and flee.
Your vital signs. Drop your blood. Screeches. The flesh is weak. Surrender.
The flesh is weak! Ah!
Oh, that
Excellent
worked.
job, Braine. I assume we all move up.
Yeah.
I'll help gather the tokens here to make it easier for you to think. But yeah, I assume we're all moving up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you all like start moving up. Really quick, we will just cut away from this combat zone to this. We are back. You are starting to run down this concourse, and you can see over the sides of this concourse that the war is spreading across Hives Arcanon as regimental guard troops from the Magnum Aurum Victorium begin to spill out. You can't quite get a good look at what regiments they are because it's far away. But Captain Zedek, on your void suit units, like small cogitator units, you can get scans coming in from augur readings of the various rattling units and taxmen you have deployed across the surface. At this point, after the intense nature of the beginning of the combat, you can see that some of your excuse me, some of the new taxman brigade have come out, having let you guys do all the work, and really are just here to soak up wounds for you in case someone gets hit. Yeah, so you're seeing all of this. Are any of you kind of commenting on what's going on, or what are you thinking here?
I looked at it. Wow, that's neat. Let's go grab that heavy bolter.
Doctor, this platform requires repairs. Please.
Yes, I can see this. Going to pull out my toolkit. I'm going to hit him with the toolkit.
Yeah, give me a Medicaid test.
I'm going to get a 5 on the toolkit.
Ooh, excellent. I believe that will be enough to heal 2 wounds.
Yes, 2 wounds.
Yes, 2 wounds, because you may shift 1. So yeah, you can heal 2 wounds back.
Yay.
Hooray.
Now.
You're not fucking dying anymore.
As this is all happening as you're kind of moving on. That's when you reach the elevator that Lieutenant Ransom had warned you of.
Before we get to the elevator,
yeah.
if I can quickly interject, before we go there, can I cast Telekinetic Dome real quick?
Absolutely.
And I would like to, with okay with the party, I would like to dump 2 glory in there so I can at least heighten it. So it kind of this way for you guys, if you guys forgot about it, and also for chat, Telekinetic Dome is like a bubble that soaks up mortal wounds and just gives resilience to us all. So that's just me going defense mode, and I could keep sustaining it forever, really.
Pop that Word of Dawn, big man.
Okay, so and whoop.
Swoop.
As I forgot to put the thing. Regardless, let's see. Basically, it's 5. So yeah, I could put 1 in there. So that'll be.
So you
actually
you all move up under the dome.
Of course.
This is this, and I did 2. Sorry, I messed it up. I messed up my rolling. I'm sorry.
You beefed it.
Okay, that didn't do anything, and I'm going to spin my wrath. So I have no wrath to do the rest of the rerolls, which I also reroll those 2 there, which will be no successes on that, and just one more. So that allows me to get to the boost that I wanted. So now it's just basically up by 1 more. So basically, anyone who's adjacent of me will now benefit from this dome. So,
okay,
perfect.
Okay, so
you move up under the protection of the dome as Lorn, you're maintaining it. And you're seeing like shells and long range fire, like small debris is breaking off the dome. Eventually, though, you see another squad, another 5-man squad of these marble compact soldiers that rush towards you. They've got their las guns and they're preparing behind a position. And before any of you can prepare, you then hear the sound of like, and all the marble compact soldiers start turning as they are riddled full of bullets, and you just hear from across this cheer of lower tones represent, gonna save the upper tones, the bigger tones.
Fucking gangers.
I see them and I pump my chest going, represent, let's go, and would start charging in.
This one like ganger comes up and meets you at the right in front of the elevator. Hi there. From Demetra Pabley from Lower Tones. Remember me?
Yeah, I remember you. It's good to finally see you came up to join the fight. You ready to go?
We heard it was on, so we got on equipment and we came up.
Yeah, we're doing the bit now. We're doing the bit. I need you to help us out. I need you to help charge forward to the most deepest parts of the enemy lines and start taking them all out. You got it? We're going to get rich. We're going to get popular. We're going to get fancy. Wear fancy hats. We're going to be great.
Fancy hats? Yeah.
Fancy hats.
Yeah, I like fancy. You hear that, boys, lads? Fancy hats. What about your ship? Should we look after your ship?
Yeah. Make sure no one messes with our ship, and repair it if you got the means. Just make sure no one flies off with it. Got it?
In response, Demetra looks at you and cocks her las gun. All right. And then turns, come on, we gotta protect the ship. And they like rush towards the orifice.
You can cock that thing? Like,
I love how you're like, I cock my staff.
Look, I got psychic bullshit to give me an example, but the las gun.
It might be a piece of shit. You never
suspension of disbelief gone.
My emergence broken, Game Master.
This Game Master's fucking terrible.
This is not very gamers of you.
All right. So, You make your way into the elevator, and you've been in this elevator before. It was the same one that took you to your lovely apartment complex. You begin heading up over the elevator, and it goes up through various levels. Ding, ding. And there's kind of elevator music playing in the background. What are all of you talking about during this?
What do you believe is the most efficient method of executing them? Defenestration? Lining them up against a wall and shooting them? Or the fun part?
Yes.
Look at the power sword. Oh, we could do all three.
I'm hoping to get a really sick execution on today. Something that'll be really cool in a picture book for kids.
Indeed.
Hey, Reeb,
My
could you,
hope is...
could you hit him with another wrench to heal him up again?
I bless you with the power of the Omnisci, even though I'm not a representative. Bonk!
It is the phone cutout.
I explode.
Healing is a complicated measure.
I have to speak in Spanish for the rest of the episode.
¿Dónde está el hermano?
Mi nombre, Pie Braine.
Please, dear fuck boy, let's go.
It's Zedek.
Dios mío.
God damn it.
Dios mío.
People who actually speak the language are going to just get really fucking mad at us.
All right. Let's
Talk like a pirate day too.
Oh.
Talk like a pirate.
Pirate.
It was made for you. This is your complication. It was made for you.
It is talking like a pirate day today, isn't it?
It is, but I owe them a Talk Like a Pirate Day episode later on. That's my promise. Oh gosh, there is a complication I have here. Yeah, let's go with yeah. Oh gosh, there is one here. Okay, you have this situation where your language centers are a bit messed up. You have linguistic trouble. You become incredibly confused, or something in your brain. Pie Braine would speak in dubstep / dial-up or binary.
Oh, great! Those are.
I will tell you when this effect ends. Thank you, Skull King 067.
So what's going on? When does the
Pie, why are you making those noises? Reeb, I think you hit him a little too hard.
I don't like it.
Okay, cool. So the elevator stops, ka-ching, ding, and it opens up into a hall. And you know this leads towards kind of the main reception area that you were in. No, it's just a bit ahead. This immense chamber you were in, where you had that dinner previously with Amalthea Rubania.
Pie raises his power sword proudly, puffs out his chest, and then says,
Right.
Also,
we should change you to start going, and that's how you talk now.
Do I heal anything from that, or did I just get a complication?
You would heal 1 from that.
Okay.
Thank you for the voice mod. My bad.
And that so you all like cross the threshold and find yourself in this immense chamber, and there are 2 rows of squads of marble compact soldiers holding las guns in fine disciplined arrays, each of them led by some sort of brute of a commander in front of them, which has like a shock maul. And here I will very quickly show you the art of this one. Boop.
I don't like that. Yep, sure enough. Yep.
There's the boy.
The boy, and there's 2 of them, one leading each squad.
Thick.
But further past these 2 squads arrayed proudly before you is a series of thrones which have clearly been installed in this utterly ivory room. And like sitting in the throne is a figure you've seen before, except this time she is dressed in a different color of attire. And you just hear booming, probably Vox augmented. Why, hello there. Welcome back to Havzak Cannon.
Yeah, what he said. Go fuck yourself.
I will speak for Mr. Braine on this situation. It is by no means a welcome visit.
Whatever do you mean? You have survived the trials on the moon outpost. Surely you understand that our people have offered technological boons, yet you come and bring us war.
You scavenged these boons from very hard-working individuals and have set many members of the Administratum to die, and your walls are made of pus!
You do not understand the hard lives we have led here.
Whatever.
Alrighty, let's. Well, I didn't need this screen for long.
Sorry, wait, I'm not interested in talking to her. I want her to be exploded into death.
All right, I'm gonna put you guys down at the entrance here.
Yeah, there is no desire for NPC talk.
When I draw the line.
Talking time is over.
Reeb doesn't like walls made of biohazards. He draws a line there.
It's good.
Yep, you wait, go up.
All right. You guys get to go first. Who would like to go? So there's this immense chamber. I should sort of set the scene here. There's this immense chamber. There's various braziers of fire that have been set up. Clearly, they've taken out all the tables that used to be here. There's two statues to the immediate west and east of the entrance here. Both of them are of this majestic, towering, bald figure in immaculate armor. There are these white sort of marble pillars that go up to the ceiling that's about 10 meters above. Far at the other end, there's another immaculate gold statue of this bald figure who has this immense mace sort of at his side, and there's 3 thrones, Amalthea kind of standing up from one.
Bald figure with a giant mace. I am good.
Correct.
Good.
I wonder who that. I mean,
Spider-Man, obviously.
Chad did me dirt.
An emissary
Hey,
from
we
hell.
fought Spider-Man in this campaign once already. Well, in a non-aired episode.
Spider-Man will return.
Spider-Man will return. All right, who wants to go first? Seeing on, and then again, there's two sets of guards in front of you.
I know I keep grabbing the first, but
No, we shouldn't rob
Lorn,
Lord of the
just go.
incredible
Make it
Lord
happen.
beam that
Do
we
it
can
big
make
and make it
happen right
nasty.
now.
yeah, I'm sorry to be that guy all the time, but I do want Reeb to go second because he's probably going to need to go second after this. So
I need to take cover.
Yeah,
You will need to
so
shift
we have to
twice, I think, to get a long enough molten beam to hit her.
So here's what
Unless
we're
you
gonna do.
You can move too. So
Yeah. So I want to. Here's a couple things I'm gonna do. We have 2 glory, so we're reserving that for our party. So Reeb can go, and someone else can go and figure life out. I'm gonna spin. Can I spin a wrath to nearly declare that I'm rushing as far as I can forward and all that? So
I mean, I will allow you. I will allow you if you spend a wrath to narratively declare that you're pushing yourself to your utter extremes to do this. I will let you move double your movement and take 1 action, which normally you can't do. But Lorn has Fenrisian energy reserves.
Yeah, I am Space Wolf charging right now.
Sure.
Dome still going. I'm just charging. Just the blood rage is now running through me. And so the range of this beam is 10 meters. So let's measure how long it's going to be. I assume she's taking up this whole square or something, or how do you want this to happen?
Yeah. That's. I'll let you take from the bottom one. That's fine.
Okay, so it's
you need to get at least 1 extra. Shifted, I should say.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, right up to this boy, pretty much hands just clap together, just poof, and I am sustaining that dome still, by the way. It's all activated.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Hands up, just and then molten beam unbounded
Okay,
here's
so
the
Unbound or
issue.
Transcendent, 1 or 2?
Whatever's the highest.
2. Okay, so Transcendent. You're
Transcended.
removing any shackles of the laws imposed upon you by your training. Yep.
So here's the problem.
Yep.
Someone donated $100, so this is a guaranteed complication.
Oh.
So that's why I
Okay.
ran first.
Okay. Okay.
So it is Bolton Beam. two wrath die.
Molten Beam.
Yeah, so your regular +2 wrath die.
Here we go. Boop. Wow, that's a bad roll. I am going to
Holy
use
shit.
my last wrath die
Oh.
to re-roll that.
Oh
no. So whoop.
Fucking 2.
Okay, now it's a 7.
go.
So
That's
this is
better.
against the target's defense. So that would make for the the 2 wrath die aren't in there. I don't think. No. For some reason they're not in there. Here, I'll roll the 2.
Whatever. You know? It's
I'll
like,
also
Yeah. So one more. So it's 8.
So
So
8. Okay,
it's
now-
against.
wait.
Go ahead.
Wait. Mark me down a rune point, please.
Terrific.
Okay. Boop.
I'd like to take our attention to this upper gallery up here,
Okay.
and I'll share with everyone another piece of artwork, which
Oh yeah, the
Lorn,
psyker.
you
Oh,
may
for fuck's
remember from your earlier entrance here
Mm-hmm.
that these marble folks had their own psychers, which you were kind of suspicious of 2 episodes ago.
Yep.
And one of them is on the upper ramparts. Now, your psychic power will have its complication, but I will see if on top of the complication, if this psyker can just stop your power.
Let's see.
Which is their psychic mastery with
You want a psychic mastery
bonus
duel?
wrath dice. Yeah, so I need to get a 7 or better.
No.
And I do not get it. So
Oh, so here's the thing. Here's the thing,
Mhm.
though.
Yeah.
2 people have already donated for this. That's now
Okay.
a complication for that psyker.
oh, this is gold. All right. Well then,
It's
we
time
got
for
some-
zero.
Just use Molten Beam at the enemy.
yeah. All right. Let me figure this out. What's the first warp one I want to do here? Because oh boy. Okay. Let's find what the next warp complication is from our lovely array of Yes. All right. Lorn, you rush forward, and no, we're gonna save that one. That makes no sense. Here we go. For a few seconds, a spectral manifestation of a person the player fears or hates appears and brutally mocks you.
Spider-Man?
Spider wizard.
Not again.
Spider wizard.
Yeah, you just where this psyker is, you have like a terrible reminder of your past duel, and in fact your failed psyker wizard duel against the spider person.
From one of our session zeros, no one will ever be able to see. And just
Because we
look at
didn't
it.
record it.
Spider wizard. Spider wizard.
Sorry, one. Oh no.
Oh,
That's a double 6 for that thing's complication.
Wouldn't want to be that guy.
Oh, 1 sec.
A bloodthirster erupts from the corpse.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Well, there's plenty of blood to satiate it.
Okay, surging warp energies. This is going to be good. The air shimmers and distorts as this psyker attempts to deny your psychic power, Lorn. And from above, they try, and you turn, and with your rage, you see them only as the spider person who taunted you in your past. And suddenly, all creatures within 25 meters of this psyker
Aw.
suffer 1d6 shock. So I think that's like
That's everyone.
This everyone.
All
Everyone takes 1d6 shock. I'm just gonna
That
roll
is
it.
everyone, including all of their troops.
Oh.
So in fact, that just causes a bunch of their troops to start like breaking and running. I'll do that.
I'm still holding.
I gain a rune point.
Yep, yeah, you do.
And for the remainder of the scene, all wrath dice rolled as part of any psychic mastery tests that aren't a 1 or a 6 must be re-rolled.
That's just for you, though.
No.
Oh, no.
However, that being said, let's get back to the original thing you were doing, which was your molten beam.
Yeah. So because it got changed, I don't have the accurate data on it. So normally it targets the fence, and I need to know what that defense is to shift it to go extra.
Yes. So the defenses because there's various defenses, but the main
it's just whatever normal target defense
is
what it is.
It's going to be 3 for these.
So I can then put one up. I don't know how much it is to make it go extra or not.
It's see here, molten beam. You need one shift, so you can shift once and then
I went
give the
shift
extra
once.
10. Okay, perfect. So you
literally
do this
just straight through all the power armor dudes, everything straight to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend some rune here because I'm gonna want to keep some things alive. I will spend 2 rune. You will murder the guy with the shock maul right in front of you. Just the blast goes through his chest straight behind. Kills the remaining 2. This one survives, but dodges out of the way for you to hit the other 2, and then Amalthea jumps behind the throne at the last possible second, guided by the dark gods, and cowers behind the smoking wreckage of the chair. Oh, what kind of foul sorcery is this?
I look at her, just obviously every psychic bit coming out of my eyes. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking destroy you, you understand me? I wanna make sure you pop like the evil boil that you are. You will not survive our wrath. And that's what I say. And now it's into my turn.
Okay.
GM, I got a crazy question for you. You said we took 5 shock?
Yes.
I've forgotten what happens when I'm out of shock.
Ah, yes, this point. So what happens when you're out of shock is that you, I believe, become fatigued.
All right, well, I just immediately become fatigued because I only got 5 shock.
Oh, okay. If you ever suffer more than your maximum, so you can be at 0.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. And basically, if you get more than that, you become fatigued. You can also spend a wrath dice to restore shock equal to your rank plus your tier. So
unfortunately, I'm out of wrath. So
that's fair. All right. So real quick, in case any of you do go over, that just becomes exhausted, I should say. And exhausted is this thing here, which is essentially you can only walk or crawl or perform a combat action. Like you can't do multiple things. Like you get really hampered from that. In the case of these mobs, it just killed a bunch of guys because that's how mobs work. Okay, cool. I guess I get to go unless someone would like to seize initiative.
Everyone just took straight 5, right? You didn't
straight 5 shock.
Okay.
5, yeah.
I didn't know if we were all rolling it individually.
No, straight 5.
If no one would mind, I'm actually going to spend a glory real quick because I fear the furious reprisal about to fall upon Lorn. So I'm going to spend a glory and interrupt, and then with my power sword high, I will yell, "Yeah, you quit!" and get right here, charging forward, and I am going to multi-attack these fucking idiots.
I think they're a mob,
it's a
right?
mob. You don't need to multi-attack a mob. You just
Great!
You keep forgetting.
Listen. Number go up though.
Points.
Listen, my only joy in life is to make these little orbs disappear.
Yes, good. Murder hobo. Murder points.
Hobo.
5 is good.
5.
So 5 is good. That will be enough to kill 3 of them.
Okay. Cool.
So you will come up this way. I'd like, there's no even roll for determination or anything. You come up and just start slashing, taking all of those 3 down. The one in the back, however, from that first squad sort of looks up in shock as you've rushed forward to the support of this massively powered psyker. And they have to make a resolve test. They fail their resolve test, and they also drop their gun and run away. That brings the end of that squad. So then it comes to me again.
I point my sword at the power mall guy, and I say, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, I have to. I utterly have to. The guy with the power maul responds, sort of like tapping this shock maul, I should say, tapping it in his other hand, and and he turns around. Spend a rune dice for me, Zoran.
Okay.
As he turns around and looks at the remaining troops by him, and like raises up his shock maul and shouts, "For the War Master!" And he like rushes forward. And as he does, his rune command allows them all to fire, which they do. They are really quickly going to perform an interaction attack against you.
I do enjoy that their psyker was mostly on our side this encounter.
Yeah, apparently. Actually, no, they're just going to shoot you. What the hell? Regular shot.
Kill Braine.
And I will like hit you, but actually, what's your defense before melee? 5 for 6. Or no, it's 6, isn't it?
Yeah, my for melee it is 5.
Okay, and for ranged?
Well, I'm in melee, so
before he runs. Sorry, technically before he runs.
Yeah, then I think it's 4.
Okay,
I'll double check.
I will double check because I'm going to assume that this will not be enough to hurt you. It is not enough to hurt you. Okay, you take a bunch of like las bolts to the chest, but nothing bad. The larger fellow rushes up to you. He comes in charging with this maul. And let's see what he can do.
See if it's anything. It's a 3.
Counterattack.
What the? One sec. That's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. That is right. You may counterattack him. Yes.
I shall.
Counter attack.
Cross counter.
Is Braine still doing the thing?
Yeah.
Can he be fixed by this point with getting bonked on the head? Please.
I mean, let's see if he kills this guy.
Well, with 6, I stand a pretty good
defense. Is 3, so you can shift 1.
Nice. Repenta, as it were.
Yes.
14.
14. I
Maybe
will
3?
spend 1 more to do a determination check. So mark me down another rune, please. Oh, sorry. Don't mark me down a rune. I'm going to use these ones have personal rune that I'm going to spend. And I'm going to roll to see if he is determined.
Let's see what that number...
3, so it would do 11. So he takes 3 wounds total. Okay, he's still standing.
Is that your move, GM?
That was my move, yes.
Zedek, can I go first, please?
You can do that.
All right, I'm going to move up to here.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my ancient mastercrafted lasgun to shoot
actually, I'm sorry. That I don't know if it happens. That termination roll is now a complication.
That can't be complicated. So.
Then his shock maul is. Or something of that. Well, their turn. I'm sorry. I was dealing with other things. There was one more in the queue.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will have to see what happens on the shock maul complication.
That or because I'm a forgetful bastard, whatever the next thing is.
Let's say whatever the next enemy thing is.
Yeah, next enemy. I apologize. Yeah. My apologies to chat.
Reeb.
All right. Well, in that case, like I said, Mastercrafted lasgun, that is in range.
The Psyker?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
I get the base because that is Mastercrafted, and boom. Zap, and it's a complication.
It's a complication anyways. Nice. Okay. And that will actually miss. Would you have 1 wrath point? Would you like to spend it or not?
I do have a wrath. I forgot about it. Okay, I thought I was out for some reason. Yeah, I'll wrath that. Sure.
Yeah, do it up.
Thump. It's a 5
That
now.
will hit with the cover. You'll still hit. So roll damage.
Okay, so
there'll be a complication, so I'll figure that stuff.
No bonus damage dice for this, unlike last time. Can I shift anything?
No.
Then that is just the base bonus, so because that's a mastercrafted, so there, and that's a 12.
Okay, 12. That's actually really, really good. Okay.
But let's see that complication. Shall I roll that?
Yeah, you know what? For this one, since it's pretty basic, let's just use the basic table. I don't want to use any of the
1d6
on something like this. Combat complication is 2d6.
2d6. It is a 1 and a 2.
Out of ammo, so you lose one of your ammos on it.
Braine, stop eating my las gun cartridges! Shut up!
You do a solid strike on this with a 12. I will spend a rune point to keep that sticker alive with a 1, but that is all of her personal rune. Sorry, don't mark me down rune for that. That's just a personal rune that she has because she's kind of special. That would be it for you, Reeb?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, I'm very glad we did this whole let's save that complication because I'm going to have the second psyker up on the opposite balcony come over.
And you're going to roll 2d6 to complicate.
Well, I have to spend a rune point, so now Zoran marked me down for a rune point.
Okay.
And in order for me to use psychic powers, I have to do this. Then this psyker will go. Now, the way that psychers work here is, sadly, they have to. These ones have to always use 2 bonus wrath dice, so that will be a thing. So 2 bonus wrath dice, and this one is actually going to move 1. And looks at Braine. And
You can't do that.
yes, I can, and I will, and makes this psychic mastery test on you, Pi.
Well, that's not very nice.
Or not. Oh,
It rolled so
Jesus.
bad, it complicated.
It rolled so bad, it's complicated. It's already a complication, so that will be plus 10. And I have to re-roll those other 2d6s because they weren't a 1 or a 6.
Okay.
1's a 6.
So the 6 will actually get me enough to hit Lorn. Or sorry, to hit Braine. Yeah, because your defense would be 5 against a range attack. So cool. Your strength is reduced by 1 and you suffer 1 shock as you feel that you are being enfeebled by this psyker. Now, part of the problem is now I have to roll 2d6.
I'm going to spend a wrath to gain, what is it, my rank plus what in shock?
It's rank plus the tier of the campaign, so it would be 2 plus 1, so 3.
Okay. So I'll get 3, so I'll have 2 shock.
This psychic complication will not be good. This will definitely not be good because this is going into the 70s territory.
Good. Good.
7 faulty failures.
Good.
In fact, sorry. 2. Actually, never mind. 81.
Let it happen. Let the warp flow through you, heritage.
Time for Pi to say his famous catchphrase.
Oh wait, no, it's actually plus 2 because of her stupid rule. Oh no. Okay. Okay, this is great. All right. Dark passenger.
Oh, no.
A daemon enters your mind.
No.
And looks out from your eyes. Oh,
That-
hi guys. Hi.
No!
me.
No!
Hi.
Molten beam! Molten beam! No, not that
I
fucker.
didn't think I'd get to see you again so soon. That's psychers go because I royally fucked that up, and like you're still having your like life drained out of you by Braine as you feel like this strength and shock mount. But like this psycher up here with the hood kind of has this contorted grin like, oh hi, I guess the connection let me come here and show up. Hi. Zedek, you're up.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to move up to that pillar and zap that psyker up on the balcony.
Sean, or the one that was already hit over here?
I will shoot Sean.
You shoot Sean, okay.
I don't want Sean in this game anymore. I'm going to attempt to destroy him and banish him.
Okay.
Goodbye, Sean. That's a 5.
You will hit.
That's
Also, Chad has given us a wrath die for each of us.
Oh, wow. Excellent.
Oh, awesome.
Hey, thanks, chat.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Chad,
Chad.
so much. You guys are on the ball today. I'm doing my best to try to kill them, but why you rolled your power sword damage against them?
Oh, yeah, I shot my sword.
Are you hurling your power sword?
I guess I am.
I don't think that's
It's
right.
a gun that shoots.
It's still 5.
damn.
It's still 5.
It's 5 plus the damage of the arc pistol, which is
I rolled the power sword before, so now the arc pistol also rolled a 5, but it is 15 damage.
Okay, no, that's that the arc pistol, like the arc goes and just like cooks the flesh of this psyker who like convulses and falls to their knees. Why would you do this to me? I'll see you again. And that psyker just dies.
Does his head explode?
They just fall down in like a mound of like shaking and electrical arcs.
Also,
okay.
Mark me down a wrath die. I will take out my flask, take a swig, and recover 3 shock.
Excellent. All right.
Shock restored.
Get them! I say! Amalthea yells, giving these guards a second free action, which they will reform ranks, step up, and begin to fire again, trying to hit our good Braine. Will crit. Let's see.
That's not fucking good.
Any kind of damage to you? I don't know. I doubt it.
That's a 7. That's gonna.
It is a 7.
All right.
My resilience is 9.
Yeah. No. It's more what the close combat what the close combat crit will be, because that could let them do stuff to you.
Also, I really like how Zedek made a bottle check.
Yes.
I chugged that Estus, bro.
Crimson Ash.
Necromunda.
Oh,
I've never played Necromunda, so that was totally intentional.
Oh.
Wait, what's the horrible thing that happened to me?
I'm just about to describe it. You suffer from Crimson Ash. The attack sears your flesh and, well, your metal bits. You are on fire and take 4 mortal wounds.
Well,
the last gun, like from all 4 of them, just light you up, and your clothes catch on fire.
Holy shit!
You are bursting, dude.
You know that Astartes scene where all those lads guns are firing and just bouncing off the armor? It's that, but you're on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the plus side, I probably look terrifying right now.
Here's the on fire.
Chat saying troops don't crit.
Chat is right. God damn it, Chat.
Damn you, DM! You're trying to kill me.
And that's why we like live streaming, so people can keep us in check. And that's why at the very beginning we said we're going to get stuff wrong. So thank you, Chat, for keeping us in check.
Thank you, Chat.
I wanted to watch Braine die.
They will move back in shame 1 square. All right, and their las guns do sweet fuck all to you. Thank you, chat. All right, so that's it for the dark future that didn't happen.
Wait, and
that's the end of the combat round. Next combat round, who wants to go first?
I will let's do Braine first. We have 1 glory point right now, and
I got 1.
So I would like. I mean, I'm sorry for being all bossy and lead here. I'm willing to go a different round because I keep taking the first one, so I want somebody else to go. So I propose Braine just to finish that one guy off, but then someone else use a glory to go. That's not me.
Yeah,
people can run up to me and get under the dome. So all around adjacent to me, there's a dome right now. So if you ever need cover, I am a cover piece, kind of. I just help you get resilience and soak up mortal wounds. So if that psycho ever smites us, you know. And he's got 1 ruin left. So he's still got 1 in the bag.
So taking my sword, I will bring it down upon this man's head, going. Okay,
can we end this complication, please? So we can talk normally.
Well, he gets a crit, so I'll say the crit energizes him to end the complication.
Okay, so for audio, remember, still say what the number is and what you got. So you got a 6.
Yes,
and a glory
I've got
and
a
crit.
6 glory and a crit. So, oh god, I hope I fucking kill him this time. Should I roll damage? I suppose, yeah, because it's non-trivial. How many can I shift over?
Roll 2d6 first of all.
Okay, sure thing.
We'll
boss.
see. We'll see something here.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh yes.
And somehow he becomes a demon from this.
Yes, he is also
42,
Sean.
dear
Sean,
friend.
roll me a d3.
Of course.
Of course. Rolling dice back to back for important things.
Yes.
I will say you have got vicious vivisection. You dissect pieces of the foe's body in a scene of carnage and woe. He is quite dead. How do you dispose of this blood, this marble pus bag commander?
So I take out my sword and we're kind of like in-locked. I've got like his shock maw in it. I'm going to quickly swerve it, cut off his hand in one swift motion, and then just with a series of like hyper-calculated butcher's cuts, I segment him into 3 geometrically perfect pieces before speaking.
Fear me, for I am your apocalypse.
Well, he fears you because he's dead. All right.
It's really just a general call to fear me. If people in general could fear me, I would really appreciate that.
My go. All right. Fine then. I will.
No one else going to seize the initiative. We have 2 glory now, so we.
No, I don't want to see. I'm good with letting them go.
I will take this.
I'm not.
Here.
I'm not okay with that, so I'm going to seize the initiative.
Well, go then, psyker boy.
It's like I was hoping Zedek would come up and shoot him with his gun to easily kill him, so I don't psychic power and have to reroll and fails. So Zedek, would you like to go and shoot that psyker?
Just for you, Lord, I will get up there and shoot the psyker.
Thank you, because I don't want any more complications.
I want to save the glories for if we need them.
Time to shoot them with my zap gun.
Now.
Fire your zap gun. God damn it! What's
crit.
Crits? 8 and a crit.
Yeah!
8 and a crit's gonna do it, I think.
Sorry, DM. Against our best efforts, we're cool.
Electric Avenue.
No. Lorn or Zoran, mark me down that last rune point.
Mm-hmm. You have no ruin left.
I have no. Oh wait, yeah, I have no rune left. Okay.
Oh, there's a rune right there.
I got rid of his last one.
Chat, you should give me a rune point. It would be really cool.
No, don't do it. I'm not doing it.
Do it, chat. All right. Well then, shoot. I can't do the cool thing without another rune point, but fine. You like arc electricity, and this psyker who's holding their hand on the railing begins to shake madly as her hand like recoils back and holds on to life, but just as your crit effect goes. Actually, roll me 2d6 for your crit effect too. Let's see what that would be.
Yeah. You can poke him.
54. Crimson Ash. Oh god damn it.
All right. You know what this one does.
Well, my rune point that I spent is now useless because this one's on fire. So I'm sure going to save this until they have to act and are on fire. God damn it. All right. Well then, damn it. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I'm aware. This one. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And that's that psyker. Alrighty. Next up.
And
you guys,
chat gave you 2 ruin die.
Oh, of course they did.
After all your stuff.
Good. It's. I will then go with my psyker, who will try to.
No, you're over. You're already done. You're done forever.
That was Zedek.
Psyker dies forever.
Zedek interfered.
I
hate you. Dead. I'm smiting you. Take off that rad. Actually, no, I can't. I have to make a willpower test. But it's a psyker. They might be good at this.
All right, so you're doing one rune to do a psychic power.
Nope, they're dead. They're dead.
Yep.
The fire kills them. God damn it. Your go. God damn it. Damn it.
Okay.
I was so close.
Okay. So Zedek went.
It's it's either Lorn or Reeb at this point.
All right. Reeb, do you want to come up?
Yeah, I will move up and prepare to flamer.
Yes.
We'll go up to there and make sure I'm within 12. And let's give this a shot. So if I shoot it, that one, I'm gonna have to shift 4. Great.
I believe in you.
All right,
Actually,
here we go.
Just 3.
Just 3?
Yeah,
okay.
Just 3. Because initial.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Initial. I will fire on it, and I will use the last glory. Oh, we're full up on glory.
Yes.
Yep, awful.
Can I drain it?
Sure can.
Do it.
If I need to. Oh, that's the wrong button.
All right.
Oh,
3.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, howdy. So 66?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
well,
no 6s.
Only 2 of them.
So that puts me at a 5. That's bad. That's pathetic.
Brilliant. I will let you kill 2. Actually, wait, no, it's a mob. You will kill 3 of them with that.
Great. There's one left.
And then as your flamer comes down and this poor last guy has to make a resolve test. And fails, complicates. He wets himself and runs off. And with that, we cut away from the combat now that everything is dead in the room except for Amalthea. Hello there. Maybe we can now cut ourselves a deal.
I'm going to walk up to her.
Okay.
I put my hand on her face. I'm now going to lift her up by the head. Any questions for Amalthea?
Yes. Don't kill her just yet.
Of course.
He's approaching and he is frowning very hard. So please, do enlighten us as I look at the camera. What exactly are the Blood Wolves?
Well, you see, they're and I think that's where we're gonna end for this week.
Oh!
Yes.
So thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. I'd like to thank all of our players, our wonderful players, starting with our Skitarii Ranger Pie Braine, played by...
Yes, Speaker D. You can find me on Twitter at Super Snake Kick. You can also find me on YouTube at Speaker D.
You are amazing inquisitorial acolyte Reeb Van Horn, played by
Earndil. I can be found at Earndilio on Twitter. You can see me post about crap there, but I don't do a whole lot otherwise except write stuff. That's all I got.
And I am ZoranTheBear. I have been playing Lorn, the bullet-changing psyker who almost killed the entire party. And the person who's been playing Captain Zedek, our resident rogue trader captain of the Debt Collector, played by
HulkyKrow. I don't post a whole lot or do have a lot of social content, but you can find me at HulkyKrow on Twitter. Send me a DM or you'll find me in Zoran's Discord occasionally.
And our amazing game master who has been making this an absolutely wonderful adventure for all of us, Thurston Hillman. Thank you for doing an amazing session today. I'm sure everybody has been enjoying it from everyone's responses so far.
Thank you, and thank you, chat, for keeping me honest on letting troops do things they can't do, because I always do that. And you're great for that. And one day I'll knock one of these punks out. One day.
And with that, if you enjoyed the show, definitely, especially for people for podcast versions, remember we are on Spotify and on SoundCloud. Just look up WarHams and you'll be able to find us there. Just if you want to support the show and get some of the VOD and stuff a week early now, or after a week it then comes out instead of 2 weeks now. Thanks for all of your feedback on that. you can help us out as I switch my images here. You can visit us at patreon.com/WarHams, and you'll be able to find our Patreon there if you want to support the show, help us do a lot more amazing things, help us make the show bigger and better, everything else. And remember, if you cannot contribute, don't worry. Everything still comes out for free after a week of the airtime, so everything still comes out just fine. And you can always listen to us once again on Spotify and stuff like that. So don't worry. If you can't contribute, the best way, or if you still want to help, if you can't contribute any money, which is absolutely okay, that's not needed, that you can go ahead and spread the word of WarHams. Tell everyone that we exist. Tell everyone that we're active. We stream every other Saturday. So if you're always curious, what's the next or when's the next episode? When can I tune in live? Check out our Twitter at WarHams Show. And you'll be able to find our schedule that we post on here. And if you visit the ZoranTheBear Discord, which you can always scroll down on Twitch and find the Discord thing, or discord.gg/ZoranTheBear. There you'll be able to find the notice boards and the announcement tabs where the schedule is posted. We like to keep people updated along with on the Patreon. Additionally, the VODs will come out on the YouTube channel, which will be at youtube.com/ZoranTheBear. That is ZoranTheBear. There you'll find all the VODs of WarHams. And the first 5 episodes are on Alpha Boost's channel. By the way, the first 5 are there. And we currently have an animation of Tater Tot, the first time we met Tater Tot right now, and more is to come. And lastly, if you really enjoyed it and you really want to get something physical out of the ordeal, we still have stickers available at designbyhumans.com/shop/ZoranTheBear, where you can get a sticker of the cast members, because that helps pay for the show, pay for the art, and everything else in between. So thank you again, everybody, for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. We hope you all have an absolutely lovely weekend. We'll see you all next time. Say goodbye,
in October,
everybody.
for spoopy times.
For spoopy times. It's going to be really exciting.
Spoopy month.
Spoopy
Goodbye.
month is coming. Bye.
Goodbye.
Good luck.
Farewell. Stay safe.
The tooth. Remember the tooth.
Strange things awaken at the stroke of midnight.